on the arc. Hey, hey, hey. Be on the arc. Ain't no way to stop when we lock them down. Get that ball, pass it to me, then we rock them now. Holding trophies to crown, on the throne, no playing around. Get that ball, I'll be shooting, then I'm knocking them down. Princess Cess on the mission, one go, we gon' get it. We taking over the game, all gas, no brakes, you tripping. Duck on them, no assistance, all this heat in my kitchen. You should know that we different, going deep with precision. Be on the arc. We lock them down, get that ball, pass it to me, then we rock them now. Holding trophies to crown, on the throne, no playing around. Get that ball, I'll be shooting, then I'm knocking them down. Princess Cess on the mission, one go, we gon' get it. We taking over the game, all gas, no brakes, you tripping. Duck on them, no assistance, all this heat in my kitchen. You should know that we different, going deep with precision. Be on the arc.
What is up with the squad? It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. Y'all know what it is. Prince, what's going on? iamzomedia, the Prince of Basketball. Says your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. It's the breakdown. They've been waiting on this one. JuJu Watkins. JuJu Watkins, what's happening?
Hey, another good
one.
What
is happening? What is happening? What's happening?
Another good one on the tap. You already know what it is.
So, okay. So we owe y'all Kai Copper. So apologies on Kai. We got Kai coming on Tuesday. But JuJu, this is an interesting one. Because my question for you is, you know, they talk about JuJu. They say there's Angel and Caitlin, who they immediately made Magic and Bird, and then they immediately made JuJu. Michael Jordan was still in college. Is she the next superstar? Is she the Michael Jordan coming out of college?
She's Kobe.
Kobe, how? Wait, make it make sense. Kobe, how?
She's Kobe.
Before Kobe, because before there was a Kobe, there was a Michael. So then, who is the Michael?
Maya Moore.
You think that was Michael? Okay.
Maya Moore was Michael. We already had our Michael. And we'll get into it, Cess. But we already had our Michael. She's Kobe.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that one. I don't know that. So for me, Michael, I guess it's the championship. It's the winning that he did on the court, but it's also the way that he changed the game off the court, right? Just the next level of superstardom that he gave us. I don't know that I think that that's what Maya Moore did, but we'll talk about it. But let's talk JuJu. Let's talk JuJu. Do you think that Maya came into, since you say that she's more like Maya, did Maya come into college with the same type of hype that JuJu came with?
College. This is the weird thing about it, though. I have this conversation with people all the time.
Okay.
I think Maya Moore did have a lot of college hype and WNBA hype.
Okay.
We can't take the era and say this person had more hype, right? Because they didn't have the things at their disposal. So when you think about Maya Moore not being in the big social media era, not being in the ad era, not being in the big mainstream market era, to say the love that she got, how people were shocked when she gave it up, how people looked at her as the GOAT when she was kind of like calling it quits. I feel like she did have some of that hype. It's just that it didn't touch the entire world because they didn't have eyes on it.
It missed me. It missed me.
But to say that it didn't have Instagram and YouTube Live, and there wasn't YouTube at the time, to say the love that Maya Moore got, I feel like if she was in this era, she would be on the same pedestal as JuJu as far as the marketing goes. It's just that she didn't have the opportunities. Because if you just look at how she was treated, how people viewed her, look at her namesake. You won't hear a person say nothing bad about Maya Moore.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me say this. I'm not a big Maya Moore fan like that. And I wasn't a big fan of that era of basketball. I was turned off by the WNBA and UConn probably at that time, right? So it don't land big with me. I got a lot of respect for who she is as a player, Hooper, Jordan player, UConn great, WNBA great. But she don't move the needle for me like that. Michael did what he did with none of that. He didn't have YouTube. He didn't have he looked up and he was across the world and he was on the side of a building. He didn't have wasn't nobody tweeting who he would have been in the social media era. Crazy. So it's not just about the social media thing. I just felt like JuJu came in to high school like already that one. Right. And maybe it's because she's got the LA feel. You know what I mean? Some celebrities at the games, the hype around her, the brand deals, so the off the court superstardom, I think, was already there. As far as like high school coming in. I don't know, I get it, different eras, but I wasn't a big fan of the Maya Moore era, so it's hard for me to go back to that and be like, yeah, they was hyping Maya like that.
She just didn't have the machine though, Cess. That's really because Michael Jordan didn't go number 1 in the draft.
No, he didn't need to go number 1 in the draft. But what I'm saying is he didn't need no hype. He didn't. Here's the thing though. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing though.
That was James Worthy and Kenny Smith team.
He the one that came in with the shoe though. He didn't have a big hype machine behind him.
But again, the NBA pushed him, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Will the WNBA
like Maya Moore didn't have a push like Jordan?
No. I'm saying I can't even really compare it because I didn't pay attention to that era. Like that era just didn't move me. Like I know who she is. That was cool. You want some chips? You went, you did your thing in Minnesota. I wasn't a Lynx fan. I'm not a Reeves fan. I'm just not a big Maya Moore fan. I'm just keeping it a book, so I can't really.
No, everybody.
I can't draw back on that, man.
I get it.
Look, no. It's not even being the. It's like not even that.
I'm not even the biggest JuJu fan.
No, no. I respect JuJu game too, and it's not even that. I wasn't a fan of the era, so I wasn't even checked in like that to even be like, yeah, they was really hyping Maya like that. I can't. I would be being disingenuous if I was like, Maya didn't get that hype. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. But JuJu came in. She's been a National Player of the Year already. She averaged 27.1 as a freshman. Got to a Final Four. Dominated in high school. Where does she land for you in college hoops right now? Pre-injury. We're talking pre-injury, JuJu.
Pre-injury, she's definitely talk of the town. As far as the marketing, face of the league, face of women's college basketball, the smile, the charisma, the word choicing, the style, she gives off that wholesomeness. I just want to be a basketball player. but I don't mind taking a picture kind of vibe. Like, it's like, you know, like she don't give off that I want to be a star off the court vibe, but she just got to look for it. You know what I'm saying? So they push it. Because, I mean, Cess, how many quotable words she have? Can you say any quotable word that JuJu has? Quotable word.
That's all Ju give you. Peace sign.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, she has the off court charisma look, but
the peace sign and the bun. So let me ask you this. So this is what I thought, right? Because I forget there was a player on her team that was doing like a vlog, like a video vlog. So I just wonder if Ju was being really careful of being caught on camera and of her brand because she had something coming out of her own, right? Like she was gonna drop her own podcast or something like that, right? So I didn't get it, but again, like you said, not a lot of in front of the mic type of viral moments, right? You don't. Ju hit you with the peace sign. That's it. So I don't know. But when you talk about her game, let's go back to her game. Let's look at like the transition from freshman to sophomore, right? Points go down a little bit. What changes in her offensive skill set? Like, was it her shot selection, ability to draw contact, efficiency that led to her sophomore season being kind of like a peak performance, even though her scoring went down, or what was that?
I mean, I think this is one thing I'll say, looking at her numbers and looking at her gameplay. I think the head coach got in her own way. She really didn't like, I think so. And I'm probably the first person to say this, so y'all can clip this. If y'all hear anybody else say it, I say it first. I think JuJu and the head coach of USC butted heads on two things: JuJu's development and how Lindsay wanted to win games. Because how Lindsay wanted to use JuJu and what JuJu wanted to do on the court, it didn't correlate. When you look at JuJu's statistical categories, it looked like she made more of an emphasis on taking less shots, finding other teammates, not turning the ball over. But Lindsay wanted to run a one-man show, and JuJu at times like she wasn't with it.
So my take on that, and go back, I don't do too many USC games. My take was it was a moment where it's like Gottlieb is talking. It's like JuJu ain't even listening. Like she don't even care what she's saying. Like she's done. She's checked out. She's not interested. But she's still at USC, right? So it's still a good enough fit for her. I'm just gonna ask you this early. Do you see her going back and does she play at USC again?
Sitting out this year.
Let's say if the CBA changes and she's eligible when she at the end of this year, next year, she's eligible to walk into the WNBA or go to USC, where do you think she goes?
I told my homeboy this. I don't think JuJu plays another dribble in college basketball. I don't think she plays another dribble. And the reason I say that is because JuJu behind the scenes, if you tapped in, I'm still tapped into a lot of college circles. So I know behind the scenes, they've been, I shouldn't even say this online. They've been trying to put together players coalitions to be part of the CBA behind the scenes.
Oh, so I can believe that, but JuJu already wanted to go. That's why I said. I didn't think she would play another year.
So they've been trying to put together. They've been trying to put together a players coalition behind the scenes, but allegedly, they've been getting pushback from the NCAA. I know one of the young ladies personally. They are actually trying to partner with the Players Association for the WNBA to be part of the negotiations to start bargaining on getting players to come in earlier. So, and reportedly JuJu was the one that actually started getting the text group together. So just FYI, she and y'all know me, I ain't into breaking news. So if I say it's coming from one of the horse's mouth, because I ain't into all the breaking news and all that. I'm still tapped into college sports though, behind the scenes. So JuJu was one of the spearheads that started the text message chain of this. So just from my understanding, I don't and where someone told me a lot of their heads are at with the CBA and trying to get involved in it, I don't see her taking another dribble. I don't think I think USC was a layover. It's like catching a flight. USC was a layover. Her talent is her talent. Nothing Lindsay can do. Like Cess, what can Lindsay do to help JuJu?
Nothing.
So
Here's the thing. But here's the thing, though, Prince. Here's the truth of the matter, because you being nice. JuJu getting hurt saved Lindsay. Lindsay was fired at the end of this season. There's no way that you can't mess up JuJu's whole 4 years. Not at USC, not in LA. Man, we'll holler at you. JuJu's injury, and I don't wish injury on anybody. That saved Coach G. That gave her one more shot. Now I don't know what she's gonna be able to do. You know, with the talent that she got there now, but yeah, that bought her some time.
Yeah. Oh, and they're fighting on some rookies going back to school. They get drafted depending on the circumstances. So that's part of it too. That's part
as
of
it should be.
I might get a text message later, but that's part of it too. That's part of it too. They're actually fighting on like kind of what happened with Deja Kelly or Serena Sundell, or a couple other players are actually fighting on that too. Because the NBA actually has it where if you declare about, you can go back. So they're trying to do it too, and it'll help them because the NBA window, they're trying to get the same window. So technically, if a rookie gets cut in training camp, they can go back to school because of the window. Because of that same window of how the WNBA and college basketball plays out, as far as that when it starts window, it would give them the opportunity if they get cut from training camp to go back to college.
I love it, but they should fight for that. That should all be a part of it. That should all be a part of it.
Yeah, because technically you're not a professional athlete yet because you haven't played it even in a preseason game. So technically you're not even a professional athlete. You don't become a professional athlete until you actually play a real minute of regulation. So technically, technically like Deja Kelly's and Serena Sundell, they're actually technically not professional athletes.
Let me tell you, I really appreciate you sharing that, and I hope you don't get a text message.
I'm definitely gonna get a text message.
I hope you don't get a text message, but I love you sharing that because I want people to understand where these young women's heads are at. They not in the clouds. Some of them is really locked in and understand it's generational wealth. It's generational wealth and opportunities at hand right here, right? And I'm leaving school to get an opportunity to be a pro, and then you draft me and give me a chance to get dressed up and get my hair done, and then you don't have one even real idea about playing me in the season or keeping me around. And then I'm just out here kicking it around, trying to get on a 3-on-3 team, trying to see, can I get over here to this country? Can I get over here? Can I get over there? Meanwhile, Sifka can get drafted and then stay and say, I ain't even coming this year, save my spot. I'm staying at the crib and making this money. And I'll holler at y'all next year, maybe. Like, how does that work? Like, we got these women locked in. This, when we say it's a labor battle, it's a labor battle. But I don't want to make this about that. Let's get into JuJu and who she is, her versatility and how dynamic she is as a player. What's some of your favorite things about her?
And one more little nugget.
You pushing for a text message now. You just want a text message.
No.
Don't get the text message.
A little birdie told me, Cess. Again, you'll hear this later in the NCAA season. There's a top 10 projected pick that is pushing to go undrafted because they want to choose their destination. I can't tell you who, but a little birdie.
I can believe it. I can believe
later on, and probably during March Madness, there's a top 10 pick in next year in the 2026 draft that wants to go undrafted because they want to choose their destination.
Listen,
I don't know how that'll work out.
A lot of folks should want to go undrafted.
I don't know how this is gonna work out for her. Great
young
player.
They saying Flauget. They in the chat saying Flauget.
Nah. What makes them say that?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what the people say.
Nah, y'all trying to give me. Hey, Cess, let's move on, Cess. Let's move on.
They say Kiyomi McMiller. Okay.
Let's move on, Cess. Let's move on.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
That's not even my lane. Cess got me up here interviewing me, got me up here feeling comfortable. Ooh. That's not even my lane. Ooh. I don't even do news like that.
I didn't know if it was a super chat that could get the answer. I don't know.
So JuJu. So JuJu. I mean, JuJu is a generational talent. Want me to tell you one thing I love what JuJu did last season?
Yes.
Her turnovers went down.
Yeah. Okay.
Like her turnovers in her freshman year, whoosh. They were bad. Her turnovers were ugly. So again, I think one thing that I like is JuJu played a little more off ball in her second year versus her first year. So that was a good sign to let me know that she really honed in on her development with her team. And I always look at the little things when I look at college athletes and how they play year to year. It's not about the play calling. You can't, because college is more structured than professional sports is, because in professional sports, the players run the team. In college, the coach runs the team. So it's a little more structured in college because it's all about wins and losses each year in college versus professional sports. A coach can get away with a losing record 2 years in a row because they got a 4-year window, right, in the plan of drafting, building through the draft. And college is not like that. You got to win every year, especially the highly paid coaches. So just watching the little things in her development outside of what Gottlieb wanted to do with her. So I just wanted to say that because I know there's been a conversation, a topic with her on social media the last 2 years, her turnovers. So I just looking at, statisticals, percentage of turnovers versus usage rate. She did a better job in year 2 of assist to turnover ratio. A little better, not so much better, but she honed down a little bit more and her usage rate went down. So that's why her points per game went down, because her usage ratio dropped.
Not only that, she averaged 3.4 assists, I think 7 rebounds for her career, right? How developed is her vision as a secondary playmaker? And has USC been able to really fully use that skill set in her 2 seasons there?
It's weird, Cess, because I don't think her vision is where it should be at this point to say how talented she is.
Okay.
I watch her in full court. Like, I actually went back and watched the UConn game. I went back and watched the Notre Dame game. I went back and watched the UCLA game. I even went back and watched when they played who was it? Nebraska. Her full court passing, her transition passing, it gets a little wonky. She doesn't have a great feel for passing the ball in transition. It's a lot of high passes off target. Players got to reach out to grab it over their head a little bit, where they got to go chase down the pass behind them a little bit, where they got to readjust to catch it. It's kind of like a quarterback that don't know how to throw in the window, and you need great receivers with great arc for the football and great touch for knowing what a football is. Like, that could be a detriment at the next level if she doesn't clean that up. But just as far as her seeing a pass, that's what I'm saying. It's like really weird. When I'm watching film, her seeing a pass is continuing to elevate year over year, right? But her ability to make the pass still needs work. So that's why it's weird with that vision thing, right? Like, she has great vision. Her pass trajectory is still a little wonky. It's kind of like in that C- tier. But she had and I think her vision comes from just her ability to read the floor and her talent. So she's able to just see things that others might not. That's because of our high level basketball and IQ. But just her ability to pass the ball still needs work. A lot of work, honestly. It needs a lot of work. A lot of work.
But that's how much of that is
Cess, that's one thing as point guards, a lot of fans overlook. The difference between good point guards and great point guards is not their ability to see the pass, is their ability to make the pass. A lot of people, they overlook that.
Let me ask you this. How much of that is just not being asked to pass the ball a lot? Like, it's ball in hand, go score. See ball, make ball, see ball, shoot ball, make ball. Hey, JuJu been hit everywhere she been, right? I don't even think that they really asked her to pass that much when she was with the Nerds. So, like, how much of that is just like not really having to pass the ball? Like, will that just come with more time? Or is that a skill set that she has to develop?
That's a skill. That's what I'm saying. Like, her ability to read the floor and seal open pass, you can't teach. You can't teach vision. Like, you can't get with a trainer and a trainer says, look at this, let's watch film and do it. You can't teach vision. All you can do is teach a player how to read a defense, but vision, and it's like one of those things you either got it or you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like a Chelsea Gray got vision. Yes, her passes. See, Cess, how we complain about Chelsea Gray sometimes this year with her passes. She see the pass, right? Like, she see it. She see, if I make this behind the back pass, I'm gonna get you an open layup. But she's struggling for the pass to be clean. You see what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense? Like, Chelsea Gray has great vision, but her passing is off. The trajectory of how she wants to get the ball sometimes and what she does with it has become a little worse than it was in the past. And that's probably on her arm strength, right? Her speed is slowing down. She's probably losing some arm strength. She is getting a little older. She can't make those first year in Las Vegas passes sometimes. So her body is telling her yes, but the film is telling her no, right? Like, she feels like she can. She still feels like you can put that zip on that behind the back pass. But it's wild now. It's off target now than it used to be.
I'm not doing that with you right now. Her mind is saying yes. Her body telling her no. I'm not doing that with you right now. Okay, let's get back to I'm not going. Okay, so look, let's get back to JuJu. Okay, so you want to see her growing her passing game. So do you think they forcing her into a point guard? Is she a two? Is JuJu a scoring guard? A Kobe? You said she was Kobe. That makes her. If she's Kobe, she's a scoring guard. If she's Kobe, she's a scoring guard. So you said Kobe.
Yeah, I think JuJu should be a two guard at the next level because see, it's hard to get
a true two guard and not a true two guard and not a combo, right? A two guard, not a combo, or
I think she should be a two guard, not a combo. I think she still needs a
combo,
point guard,
not a wing, a two. Okay, I like it.
I think she still needs a point guard because her passing isn't elite enough. So she still needs a traditional point guard with her.
Listen, here's the thing. I don't care. Listen, I'm not pulling up to the game to see JuJu pass the ball anyway. I'm pulling up to the game to see JuJu score if I pull up. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna just keep that a buck. I ain't coming to see JuJu pass the rock. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Now, listen. She set a USC scoring record with 9 threes. I think she shot around 32 and a half from three last year. Is that right? Is that enough to make WNBA defenses close out on her?
What her 3-point shooting percentage? No, because if you watch how players guard JuJu, they really trying to keep her from the midi, because at the 3-point line, height is height, right? Like you can't, like at the 3-point line, height is height. See, JuJu's height and her ability to 1-2 dribble, her ability to step through, her ability to sidestep on jump shots, you got to keep her out the mid-range to take advantage or not take advantage of her height. At the 3-point line, height gonna be what height is, right? That's a lower percentage.
So let me ask you this. How much did her adding the ability to go left help her at the 3-point get it off now? Because she can go left or she can go right, right? She can get that off. She added the left. So the height is the height at the line, but now I can go right, I can go left, or I could go by you. Like, how much more dangerous does that make her at the 3-point line?
I'm glad you brought that up, though. So I was watching film on her because, you know, I be doing that, Cess. I watch film on, see how she attacks with her right hand.
Okay.
JuJu rarely shoots a 3 going left. Rarely. It almost.
But she just started adding it, though. Last season, she worked in the offseason. So she broke her hand, right? Mm-hmm. So she was working in the offseason with Phil, going left.
Right.
So we wanted to see more left. Did we see more? Tell me this. Did we see more left this year than we seen year 1?
Yes.
And I believe had she continued without the injury, we would have continued to see some more left. So can that help her be more dangerous at the 3, or you think it just doesn't really make that big of a difference? Let's talk about that.
See, but that's hard to tell though, Cess, because you can lean away for a little bit because of muscle memory in the off season, but your play style going one way is always going to be your play. Like, it's really hard to change that. Like, you can show glimpses of being strong with one hand because the other hand's injured and you worked on it. But most players like that, especially high level scorers, their play style is their, like, you gotta change so much. See, a lot of people don't realize this. Going left versus going right for high profile scorers like JuJu is not just about her getting strong with her hand. Her mechanics has to change because going left looks a little different for your body because of mechanics. Your footwork has to change. That quick step right, now your back foot on your left got to be a little stronger, right? Like, it's a lot of those nuanced things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about when you're working on going right, getting better left. So it can look good for a while, but think about this, Cess. How many professional athletes get to the WNBA or the NBA and you hear their coach or trainers or even them in the offseason or doing film study or media sessions before the season starts say, well, I worked on my right hand this offseason, getting better at it. And the first 10 games, you see them going right. And by the time playoffs start, they back to their old habits. Because you can't.
Too many of them. You go back to what's comfortable. You go back to
you can't. So I mean, she's probably doing it out of necessity for her injured hand and for all the work she put in. But I wouldn't hold it in like as a scout. I wouldn't say she could go both ways, and I like that. Like I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give it a. I wouldn't look at my system and be like, okay, I'm gonna have her going both. I wouldn't do that. You know.
That's not one of your pros that you put up there.
Yeah, like, that's not a pro. I would consider her getting better at that hand a pro. Now, that's not. That's not really
gears. That's fair. Let's switch gears for a minute because JuJu was I think Big Ten All Defensive Team, right? I think she got Big Ten All Defensive Team honors. Y'all correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I think she did. What specific defensive skills? Because listen, JuJu will throw a block party and JuJu will take your cookies. So you know the stocks is there. I guess I want to know what is it? Which one I guess will make her immediate impact at the pro level? Like which one of those? Is it one? Is it the other? Is it the both? Is it both that will make her an impact defender at the next level, or is it something else?
One thing about JuJu defense, and again, I got a clip later on that we'll play. I need to see more of this clips, and she doesn't like. I don't know if it's her personality. I don't know if it's just her unwillingness to have a high motor on defense, as she does on offense. She definitely has a high motor and a more finesse skill set on offense than how she plays on defense. She doesn't approach defense like I'm the best player on the floor, and that concerns me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense? Like she doesn't. It's like she doesn't take ownership, and I'm the best player on the floor on both sides of the ball. Kind of like you never look at a game and be like, Juju's mindset today is I'm the best player on both sides of the floor. To say she's as quick as she is,
she's not.
To say her tenacity for finding loose balls and getting behind the back blocks. She's great at the help blocks. She's great at the loose ball steals because she has that 6'4" wingspan. But I never look at a game and say, today Juju said, I'm the best. I'm gonna be the best defender on the floor, even if you say somebody else is.
She's not. So no, she's not demonstrative like that. She's not demonstrative like that in anything that she does. That's kind of her brand. Like, she's not over demonstrative about. I don't even think I really see that on the other side of the ball. Sometimes, like, I'm screaming and I'm like, damn, Ju, scream. Like, the work you just gave her, scream on her. Give her the and one. You know, it takes too long for it to get there sometimes for me. Sometimes it seems like Ju got to get mad before she really start getting into the game and being demonstrative. I know what you're saying. You want her to come out and be like, yo, I'm shutting everything down today. Who coming in second?
Yeah. I don't need her to yell. I've played with players that were great defenders that ain't like talk a lot. Like Kawhi don't talk a lot, and I think he's one of the best perimeter defenders all the time, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need her. I'm not talking about like talk a lot. I just look at.
I think Kawhi talk more than we know. He just ain't loud. Kawhi be talking more. And again, he's talking down there.
And again, I do think she plays with a high motor on offense. She just has a finesse skill set, so she doesn't need to yell, right? Like, she's very like under control when she's on offense. On defense, sometimes it looks like she's guessing. Like, it looks like she's out there guessing. Really?
Is that a Juju thing or is that a coaching thing?
That's a Juju thing, because I'm talking about her own ball defense and her help defense. Sometimes, there isn't a consistent effort. And again, that could be. I want to understand guessing. Hey, coach wants me to take 30 shots on the other end, so let me take this play off. Like, it could be that too, you know.
I want to understand guessing. When you say guessing, is it like, is she looking for the big play? Because I noticed that sometimes with the younger players now, they want.
Yeah. She's looking for the loose. She's waiting on the loose ball instead of being in position to play defense. Like, she's waiting on.
Okay, but here's
she's waiting on Hannah Hidalgo to drive, and now she's out of position, and Hannah Hidalgo kicks it to King for an open backdoor layup.
Okay, like hey. Now put your coach hat on. How many times you gonna let her be out of position before you reel that in?
Again, I don't think it's the scheme. I think it's a Juju thing, and you're not.
Or at least call it out in the field. Like, you have to make a change. That's an issue, right?
I'm pretty sure she does have conversations with her about that, because it wasn't just at first I thought it was a freshman thing, but she did it a lot last year too. At first, I thought it was like she's still young. She thinks she's still in high school. All the players just aren't as talented, so she's still adjusting. But then she came back last year, kind of doing the same thing sometimes.
Okay, I gotta go back and look at that. What area of her game, aside from, of course, just having to just rehab from the terrible injury that she's coming back from, right? What presents the largest weakness or developmental need that you think professional coaches are going to prioritize immediately?
You talking about like her greatest strength that WNBA going to prioritize?
Weakness.
Oh, her ball watching. Her ball watching, her ball watching, her passes, her ability to get other players going. Like, you could, like, sometimes I wish she would get other players going a little more. Like, get them going. Like I want to see her directing traffic. I want to see her saying, hey, when I go here, I want to see her in huddles having those little side conversations and huddles when I'm watching games. That's how I can tell if players are really locked in with each other. I want to see her in huddles like, hey, we got this play. I want to see her like after the play breaks, right? You ever see a game where after a play breaks, you see two players talking to each other outside once the huddle breaks before they get on the court? Like point when Chelsea Gray and Asia does it a lot. I want to see her do that more with players.
Jewel and J.O. do it too.
I want to see her. I want to see her because these players are looking for her to help them be better. So I want to see her out of those breaks. I want to see her guide them to be a little more involved in what she's trying to do versus just what the coach is trying to, the set the coach is trying to run. You know what I'm saying? Because the set is always going to be about JuJu, right? No matter the set. It's always going to be about JuJu possibly getting the shot or making a play for someone else with the ball in her hands, right? So I want to see her say, hey, on this set, when I get here, the last 4 times we ran in this set, they double team me off the curl. So, hey, Kiki, go there. No, Kiki, hey, set a backdoor screen. I want to see more of that from her. And again, she's a young, so some players really don't get it yet. So I want to see more of that from her at the next level. And that's something that a coach can hone in on as a weakness for her.
Let's talk about UCLA.
Of players, I don't want her to get to the next level and just have players standing around watching her work. That makes sense? Like,
I got you.
They need, at the next level, the players run the team, not the coach. So I need to see her make sure at the next level, she gets across to them. It's not just a JuJu show. I need y'all to move. I need y'all to understand what I'm looking at so I can get an easier shot for me or you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a team.
We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to this when we talk WNBA because I don't want to get ahead. I don't want, but we're gonna come back to this because I got a question, but it depends on what you say later in the show. So we're gonna come back to this. But I want to stay at the UCLA game. So I mean, Division I player, she had 35 points, 5 blocks, 5 assists. Does that make her a outlier among the top prospects, or is she a one-off? Like, is she that one that everybody's gonna be fighting for, or do you see somebody in that draft that has a higher ceiling than her?
She's one. She's one. It ain't. Yeah. It ain't. I mean, she's one. It ain't going past that, sis. She's one. I mean,
does she stay in LA?
If it was up to her, yes. If it was up to her, yes. I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this. If I'm JuJu, but it all depends on what this team do with those picks they have. If I'm about to tell you, I'm about to shock y'all. If I'm JuJu, guess where I go? I go to Washington Mystics. And I'm going to tell you why. You can build a championship team with the Washington Mystics that has a championship window of 4 to 5 years without spending a lot of money. Because you have cornerstones there. You have players that are play styles that are comfortable with a player like JuJu's. Kiki's played with her before. She hasn't complained. I don't think Kiki and JuJu's situation was on them. I think that was on Gottlieb for not putting them in position to be better as a tandem. Like, if you watch Kiki and JuJu play, I think that was on Gottlieb and not their play styles. Because JuJu doesn't need the ball every time. JuJu does play well off ball. JuJu is a pick and pop player. Kiki doesn't need the ball all the time. Kiki is a pick and pop player. Kiki is a back to the basket. I only need 2 dribbles and I'm gonna finesse this layup, right? Kiki not gonna get the ball and dribble 6 times, right? Like Kiki is good from the sharp corner with the pull-up jump. Like I think that whole USC thing with Kiki and JuJu was on the coach, not them. If you really watch them play together, I think it was on the coach of not opening the floor up for them. Like the shooters wasn't consistent enough. The play style wasn't consistent enough. JuJu and Kiki didn't run enough high pick and rolls. They didn't make a concerted effort to get the ball to Kiki at the elbow and let JuJu work off ball because Kiki can pass. So I think the Mystics is a sleeper. Again, everybody keep talking about these 4 draft picks they got in next year's first round. I wouldn't be surprised if they package all those picks to get in on the JuJu sweepstakes. I really wouldn't be surprised. I would at all. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't be surprised if they gambled 2 of those picks. I wouldn't. I think it would be.
So
I think that would be. You got a competent front office. You got a competent front office.
I say this.
You got players that are fundamental and want to just win. They don't care about who's the star. I think it's a perfect situation. It's a sleeper team.
So from a basketball standpoint, I see what you're saying. I see where she could fit in with Kikiola. Y'all know Kikiola, man. We don't even just call her Kiki. We don't want to get her mixed up with that other Kiki. Like we need to know when you say Kiki, what Kiki we talking about? Kikiola, not Kiki Rice. You could put her back there, but I just don't think that JuJu ends up in Washington. I think that JuJu ends up someplace where it's her own. She ends up with probably her coming into like either a new franchise or a franchise that's her own. She's going someplace probably with new facilities. She's probably going someplace that's pouring back into their players. I just don't know if that's where Washington is going to be by then. But we'll see. We'll see. And I don't know. You know, I'm interested to see what Washington looks like, because Washington got to make a decision about Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with Amore? No, I don't know that they keep Amore. There's not. I don't think
they're gonna see what they got with Amore next year. But I'm gonna be honest. Sutton fits what Washington wants to do better than Amore does.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. That's what I say. I don't know what they do with Amore. But you know,
like
I don't know. I don't know what you get for
Amore. Because Cess, you got Sutton in Melbourne that comes in as the backup PG. So what do you do with Melbourne?
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see who gets protected. See, we didn't do our what 6U protecting conversation yet. So you got to see who gets protected there first, and then you got to go through two. You got to go through, 2 expansion teams before 27. So what does Washington look like? They keep the core. So Kiki is there. I think Citron is there. So Kitron is there. I mean, you can add JuJu there. But then when I look at them, and then I think about what other teams look like, is there enough length and defense there?
Is there enough what?
Length and defense.
And on the Mystics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because how tall is Sutton?
Oh, I don't know.
Sutton's like 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". How tall is Sutton?
I'm thinking about the teams that they going against now.
So you got Citron, right? Citron 6'1". You got Kiki. Mm-hmm. You let's see what happened with Shakira, right? You still got
Sutton is 5'8".
5'8", right? So Sutton and Melbourne are probably going to be you get JuJu. Sutton and Melbourne are probably your 2 shortest players. And both of them are crafty. So they got height there. And then you still got 2 other draft picks. You go get you some more wing height, or you package those other 2 draft. If you feel like we could get JuJu in 2027, who's to say you don't package those other 2 draft picks and go get more depth on your bench, all coming off your bench?
So here's my thing. I think that the Olympics is in LA in 28, and I think JuJu is in LA in 28. That's what I think. I think JuJu is in LA 27. I think JuJu is in LA 28. I think JuJu's going home.
I mean, LA would be the best fit, but I would say this, Cess.
Here's the thing.
How often does that play out? Like, it sounds good on the surface level, and we all get this hindsight 2020 of this player gonna go here because they played in this city or this side of the state. They're from the West Coast, or they're from the East Coast, or they're from the South. These teams are gonna want them. But I'm gonna be honest, Cess. As long as I've been watching basketball, covering basketball, talking about basketball, playing basketball, Cess, that only happens 30% of the time. That only happens 30% of the time. That hardly ever happens. It just sounds good on the surface level, and it gives us something to talk about.
I didn't say everybody was going home. I said JuJu was going home, and you just told me it's a 30% chance of that. I take that.
Yeah.
The sparks. The sparks is part of the reason why I didn't watch basketball when Maya Moore was playing. That organization, they got a lot to fix, homie. So yeah, I like JuJu. I like JuJu.
Look, Cess, they're pushing for a Houston team. Who's not to say JuJu gets the Houston team?
Mm-hmm.
Who's not to say that?
Mm-hmm. You would want JuJu in Houston,
of course.
Yeah, that's the only reason you said that. They said it's a Philadelphia team.
The moment JuJu comes to Houston, I'm getting my media pass ASAP.
Yeah, who's to say JuJu ain't going somewhere else? I mean, JuJu could be a vote. I think that JuJu stand on the West Coast. That's just my opinion. If she doesn't stay on the West Coast, I see them giving JuJu Toronto.
So you got her Valkyrie or Sparks
or Toronto. I think JuJu's brand says big market, but the way New York may be JuJu's. Who knows what New York looks like in 27?
That looks like it's breaking up. So
yeah, it's crumbling. It's falling apart. So it's gonna, it'll be interesting. It's gonna be a sweepstake for her. But I selfishly want to see JuJu and Rakia together. I want to see JuJu, Rakia, and Cam together. I do. JuJu, Rakia, and Cam. That would be a good tandem.
That would be a great tandem.
But
you get you a solid point guard in there. You get some front court. You get some front court help.
Mm-hmm.
You already got shooters over there. You still got two other shooters there, and Sarah Ashley Barker and what's her name? The one that was overseas that came back. What's her name? That's on the Sparks. She be playing point guard for them.
Van Loo.
No, not Van Loo. The chat know her name. Chat, what's the girl name that plays point guard for the Sparks? Besides Kelsey Plum, remember she was Allman. That's her name. Allman, whatever her name is. Julia Allman. Yeah. So you got two shooters there that can play off the ball. That would be a good situation for her.
We'll see who's still there after you got to save 6.
Yeah, I think that's a 6-day save. I think that's the 6 because the Sparks doesn't have a deep roster.
We don't know. Let's check out some of JuJu highlights. Let's break down JuJu. You trying to build the Sparks up and the Houston team all at the same time? I gotta watch you. I see how you, man. I see what you want.
Woo!
Let's go.
Again, 3-level score using her height up and under. That should have been a foul. Getting downhill, patient. Hey, she's patient. She has her offensive game. Getting downhill is so fluent. She takes her time. She can finish through contact, draw and ones. Again, led the league in a 2-year span of free throw attempts. Using her height, can shoot over you, around you. 1-2 dribble pull up hesitation. Get to the middle. Hey, that finger roll, a lot of players need to adapt JuJu's finger roll. Use the front of the rim. Too many players are trying to get the backboard and go to each side, trying to get to their strong hand. Use the front of the rim. Finish through contact. Go over players. Use your height. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you gotta be able to use all parts of the rim. That's JuJu's superpower. Her ability to use her height when she needs to, use her speed when she needs to, use her wingspan when she needs to, use her speed when she needs to, use her toughness when she needs to, is really unmatched. Like, it ain't a lot of players. Since I say 5 things just now, it ain't a lot of players that can do that. That have not just do it, has the ability to do it. Use their height, use their speed, use their strength, use their patience. Like it. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Some players want to do it, but they don't have the ability to do it.
Man, her game is so smooth. Her game is so smooth. I guess my fear is, will we get the same game after the injury? Right. I feel like she's young enough, and I feel like that she has the team around her where they're handling it, where she should be getting the best care possible. Right. So, what would be different? What should we expect to see the same game? What do you think?
Yeah, because JuJu doesn't play with a twitch. Like players that have, she doesn't play with a twitch, and she doesn't really rely on a lot of lower body strength. Like she isn't posting up a lot. She isn't trying to speed up the game. So I think she has a smooth fundamental game, great footwork. She relies more on footwork and just footwork and size, wingspan more than anything. And that's 2 things that aren't affected by ACL injuries. So I think she'll come back in rare form. She isn't like a catch and shoot player with lower body strength. Like think about a Klay Thompson, right? It took him a while because he's a catch and shoot player. He relies on a lot of lower body strength, and it takes a while to kind of get that rhythm back. A year or 2 to get all of that strength back in your lower body. She doesn't really depend on that. So, and she's young. Metabolism is probably on an all-time high. She is with Clutch Sports, which is one of the best agencies in the world.
Oh, hell yeah.
So they got everything right. She got access to everything LeBron got access to, right? So and Asia got access to, right? So you just think about all the good people that's probably in her corner, getting her to understand what she got to do to get back to 100%. That's a positive in itself, right? That's a positive. So you just got to look at all the intangibles that's going to go into her getting back to rare form and what she does well. I think she'll be just fine. Do
you like that she took the longer recovery time? I like that she took the year off. I didn't want her to feel bless you. I didn't want her to feel rushed back. You know, people was like 9 months she could be back. I like that she took it, and it didn't raise an eyebrow. Like it was just like, yo, take your time coming back. What did you think about that?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, USC is really a flyover. If she could have came out her freshman year, she would be in the WNBA. USC is a flyover. It's hometown. She played at Sierra Canyon, right down the street. So, because remember, her and Bronny was at Sierra Canyon together. Bronny went to the men's, she went to the women's. So, I mean, most Sierra Canyon players, they stay home. So, I mean, it just fits the bill. Don't rush yourself back for a situation that if you had to choose, you wouldn't even be in. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't make sense. And I'm pretty sure Clutch, they won't say it publicly, but Clutch, if they had an opportunity, Gottlieb wouldn't be her coach. Because she doesn't fit JuJu's development. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Man, it not if it was just up to Clutch. If it was up to a lot of us. But it ain't up to me. I ain't even a fan like that. But she wouldn't be her coach either. Because I recognize the talent. But I like you say, elite quickness for size, exceptional change of direction, good leaping ability, lean frame, elite conditioning. Is JuJu really 6'2"? Or is that 2 to bun? I'm just asking. I gotta know.
She looks 6'2".
Is she a true 6'2", or is she 6'1", 6 foot?
She looks like a true 6'2".
We gonna see.
She look like a true 6'2".
We gonna see. matchup nightmare for opponents, make smart decisions, basketball IQ. I think I also want to talk about kind of like her program impact and some of the stuff that she does culturally. And I think this is different than any of the players that we talked about, because I don't know that any of the other college players that we talked about really have really moved the needle like Ju moves the needle.
Yeah.
So like she was the catalyst for USC's first 30-win season in like 40 years. How much of this program turnaround can be attributed to her recruiting power versus the strategic leadership of the coaching staff? Like, how much of that is just JuJu?
It's definitely JuJu. It's definitely JuJu. Cause USC God lead doesn't guarantee you a championship, right? Historically, since Cheryl Miller, they've been okay. So USC, you think about the football program, they got a lot of donors and sponsors. So I'm pretty sure some of that money, when you get a player like JuJu there, some of that money trickles over, right? That AD go to those football sponsors that got Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush and all them over there and Keyshawn Johnson. You go to them and say, hey, we got the next phenom sponsored by Nike coming. We that the booster money you about to get to that wide receiver. We gonna go ahead on and give him a lower back. If he don't come, because we got to get JuJu. So I mean, it happened, So it's like a tandem hometown. You got all these sponsors coming in from the football side of things, even from men's basketball side. They got a lot of donors that I know about. Nike school, it all fits the bill. Honestly, it's like a tandem. That's why, like, I don't think JuJu is out here being the ambassador for USC. She let her game speaks for it, right? Like, players know it's JuJu. I don't need JuJu to come sit in my living room. Gottlieb takes an advantage of that, right? I don't need JuJu to come sit in my living room. They see JuJu at USC. When I go sit in their living room, they know who they come and play with, right? I could tell them, hey, you gonna come off the bench your first year. They know who they come and play with, though. They know the cameras, national television games, the sponsors. They get it. They get it, right? They get it. So I mean, she's a brand in herself. So it ain't really no marketing that needs to be had with her on the court.
But I also want people to understand that, like, these NIL deals, her portfolio ridiculous, right? She got non-traditional athletic endorsements, man. She got Nerve Wallet. She got NYX Professional Makeup. She's got the NIL deal with Fanatics Collectibles. She's the first female collegiate athlete to do that. That's not because of USC. That's because of JuJu, right? Like that comes wherever JuJu's at, I believe, right? I think, and I also want people to understand too that comes because of who Clutch Sports is too, and how they move for their female athletes. And if you go back and look at that, and I don't think that gets called out enough. Like, yeah, it's not the program. It's not the program that they got the motion. It's not the program really. They got the pressure. It's JuJu's game, and I don't know that USC can sustains that after. I don't know that they sustain that after JuJu, but we'll see. What is the one non-negotiable trait that makes her a foundational top of the draft WNBA talent, regardless of her recovery timeline?
Say that again.
What's the one non-negotiable trait that makes her a foundational top of the draft WNBA talent, regardless of her recovery time? No matter how
non-negotiable is franchise talent, franchise brand, franchise skill sets, franchise frame. Like that's the non-negotiable. No
matter how long it take, you wait for that.
What?
No matter how long it take, you wait for that.
No matter how long it look. You can't teach 6'2" with point guard like speed guard-like scoring, two-guard scoring ability, the smoothness of her release, her mechanics. You can't teach that. That's all God-given. Like you can't teach elite level understanding and feel for the game. Like your trainer can't teach. You can't. Most trainers are an elite level. That's what I need people to realize. Most trainers are not elite level. Elite level players do not become trainers. Most trainers are not elite level players. They're students of the game. You can't teach God-given talents and the height, the skill set, the fundamentals, the brain trust about it, the moxie. You just can't teach that. And franchises gonna wait for that, no matter how long it takes for her to heal. You just can't, because there's not another JuJu in college basketball right now, right? That like there's not another JuJu in the next three. What class is the freshman gonna be next year? 2029? Is that 2029? Because what is Sarah Strong? 2028, right?
Yeah, 9.
So 2029. There's not another JuJu in college basketball and women's basketball currently in college. So what you gonna wait to see what 2030 got? No.
Depending on what you're looking for. What's gonna be our biggest transition challenge? Is it gonna be physicality? Is it gonna be speed? Is it gonna be tactical complexity? When she's moving from the NCAA to the WNBA.
It's gonna be these two things. The technicalities of professional sports, right? It's gonna be a little more attention to detail versus college. A lot of the players in college don't pay a lot of attention to details, right? Coaching staff doesn't implement a lot of attention to detail plans. Is the reason why they're college coaches, right? And again, some of these coaches don't have the rosters to do attention to detail on a player like JuJu. So they're gonna be overwhelmed from the beginning. And strength. You're gonna have players trying to see how strong she is. Can she shoot through this contact where she's not gonna get this foul she usually got in college? What happens when she can't get to the rim or get to the free throw line? Can we force her into tough fadeaway middies? Because that's what she wants to live at, right? Can we force her into taking a lot of logo shots? Like, it's going to be a mind game, and they're going to use their strength to do it. And it's going to be tactical. It's going to be a coach's game plan. Can I game plan through?
I want to talk about the midi. Is she going to be able to get to this midi? Because you called the midi out as one of the strengths, so. She gets to the midi.
So just her ability to work off of the pick and roll, get to her spot, up and over, stop on a dime. Like, her ability to stop on a dime right here over two UConn players, her ability to just stop on a dime is wild. Like, footwork,
let me ask you this.
She doesn't get sped up. Look right here. Patience, guarded by Paige, 1-2 dribble pull up, right here, bodies up. That we call it the hip check fadeaway, right? That she just did to Sarah Strong.
When we talking about size, then we talking about, and I'm looking for like a WNBA comparison. We talking about like Rakia's ability to get her shot off over people. That's
correct. Shoot over smaller defenders. Get around longer defenders that are probably a little slower. You take advantage of that with that height and skill set. Like, that's the challenge of guarding a player like JuJu. You put a taller player on her. You probably give away some athleticism or speed. You put a shorter player on her, you give away some height. So it's hard to really balance that out. That's why I say she would be better at the 2 guard versus going to being a 1, because you can take more advantage of her height and her skill set at the 2. And you don't want her at the 3 because now it becomes ball centric. I would rather her at the 2. That way she can have a more dominant front court with her. So I got a question. I would want her at the 2.
So, question. Mr. Put your GM hat on. 27. More for you. A 2027 Rakia Jackson and whatever my first round pick is to get that 1 pick for JuJu. Are you taking it?
So Rakia Jackson and a pick?
LA. Yeah, they're gonna have to package. They're gonna have to package Rakia and something Because they're not gonna want Rakia and JuJu. They got to pack Rakia, a pick, and probably something else to get that one pick, right? It would have to be Rakia. What else comes out of LA? Let's talk about it. To get her home, really, what would you have to give up Rakia, right?
So this is the tricky part about JuJu situation.
Okay, let's talk about it.
When it comes to teams setting herself up for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a team knows they're getting JuJu, they're not trading anybody in the WNBA. Look here, Angel Wilson is the only player getting traded for JuJu. That's not speculation. That's not opinion. That is fact. The only player you wouldn't trade Fee for JuJu for the opportunity at JuJu. You wouldn't trade Stewie. You wouldn't even trade Paige for the opportunity at JuJu. Angel Wilson is the only player you would trade and not getting an opportunity to get JuJu, because it's about it's about future championships or now championships.
Now let me ask you this: if JuJu say, "I'm only gonna play here," then what you do?
Well, JuJu, get ready to be uncomfortable.
We'll see. I think
get ready to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, how uncomfortable will I be?
If you gonna be uncomfortable playing here, get ready to be uncomfortable.
Think about what they're trying to do already. Like what you was just talking about, like with the college players even trying to get in on the negotiation of the CBA. The WNBA is going to have to look really, really different in 2027 compared to the NBA, because it's got a rival right here that's paying 3-4 times what you're paying right now. It's giving ownership. You have a rival where I don't even have to play as many games as I play for you to make more money. And I'm right here at the crib too. And I'm kicking it with my homegirls. And it's 3-on-3. So I don't know if the WNBA is just going to be able to just be like, no. See, in the NBA, we had some people that have made changes based on holding out and doing different things. We haven't seen that in the WNBA yet. But we got women that are in this league now. Angel, if Angel don't want to play in Chicago again, she won't. If JuJu don't want to play, I think some of these players are gonna have some, and then they come in with, I got more money than you, I got more followers than you. WNBA, do I really need you? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really, really interesting to watch over the next.
I'll say this. This is what I'll say. And this is coming from an athlete that want players to get generational wealth, right? Like, I give back to women in my community all the time. I literally got 2 coalitions in my community that play for young Black women to go to college. And I have a coalition back in New Orleans where once a month I play for a Black woman's win. So once a month, there's an African-American single mom in New Orleans that get her rent paid once a month, right? Foundationally. Me and the city council got a literal contract for the next 10 years. Right. So
I love that.
I'll say this. So I'm saying this out the kindness of my heart. I'm saying this from understanding business. I'm saying this from not just talking about supporting Black women, putting my money behind it, in my generational wealth behind it. Right. You know, that could be. I'm taking a Louis Vuitton purse away from my wife. You know what I'm saying? She tell me that all the time. You know. So I'm gonna say this.
Absolutely.
And I'm really trying to get people to understand this. The social media era and how we look at people has gotten a little bit out of hand, and they don't understand the bigger picture. That whole "you're bigger than the program," I see people use that a lot, even when it comes to like Angel or Caitlinclark. You're bigger than the program. Nobody's bigger than the program. I don't know what people think this is.
Let's talk about it.
Like people think that the WNBA or the NFL or the NBA is a high school.
No. Let's not. Don't. First of all, let's not put them all together. The WNBA is very, very different than the rest of them. And these women are very, very different. And what people need to understand, and the reason why we're talking about it is because we're talking about the erasure of Black excellence. We're talking about the stealing. We're talking about sharecropping in Jersey. We're talking about the stealing of Black labor. We're talking about the stealing of money over the last 30 years. We're talking about open up the books. So the NBA is very different. They books is open. They give 48 to 50% of their basketball related income, all 10 streams of them. So what we talking about right now, why it's different, and why we talking about people being bigger than the brand, and why we talking about knowing what your wealth is and understanding what your value is and understanding what it is that you bring to the table when you sitting down with some people that are willing to steal from you and keep pounding from you and keep taking wealth from you. Yeah, it's way different than what's going on with the NFL, the NBA, any of that. We're talking about a league of 156 women that y'all said had to be educated, that had to get college degrees coming in here. We're talking about the stealing. We're talking about you putting me out there, and DJ Carrington made $62,000 last year. How much money did you make off her? We talking about you selling jerseys with my name on it. We talking about you selling jerseys with my name on the back, but ain't giving me not one dime off that. But you want me to parade around and smile and help sell it. So we talking about something way different. I ain't gonna lump all these. I'm not gonna lump all these leagues together. I'm not gonna lump all these owners together. So when I'm looking at this and I'm looking at you strategically keep out private ownership, I'm looking at you not be willing to open up the books. I'm looking at you look in Asia's face and tell her the only time you see her is when you handed her a trophy, which means you done made millions of dollars off this woman. You ain't even sat down with her to see what she thinks about the league or where it should go. But you put her up there as the face of the global representation of the junior WNBA. Nah, it's bigger than that. It ain't all the same. It ain't just business. Because see, now we talking about Black excellence. We talking about the erasure of Black and brown women. We talking about I done built this league for 28, 29, 30 years, and now you going to whitewash me out of it? Now it's different because I recognize it. Now it's different because I got the social media. Now it's different because I do got 5 million followers. Now it's different because when I showed up here, I already got 20 acres and 8 million in the bank. And you talking about 75,000? I'm going to take that because I really am trying to get to the chip, but I don't need it. See, it's a difference from when I need it and when I already got it. See, if I come here correct the way NIL supposed to have me be, I'm supposed to come here with a degree and $1 million in the bank if I use it right. So no, I ain't got to sit down and just take it. I ain't just got to take your check now. I ain't got to just take that. I can say, you know what? Nah, I'm straight on that. I'm gonna go over here to Unrivaled. They offering equity over here. They offer 250 bands over here. I got options. I don't gotta just take it, Kathy. I don't just gotta share a crop in jerseys no more. I don't think it's the same. I'm not lumping them all the same.
But you have to though, Cess. This is why you have to. We get caught up in the program of it. We get caught up in the program of it, right? It's like we get caught up in the names of it. We get caught up in a board that we don't never know. Like we keep saying we can't lump these together because this one moves different. This one makes more money. That's not how I look at it. I look at it like this, Cess. You take away sports, right? You take away sports. Again, what did you just say? That's why you got Unrivaled, right? If y'all gonna shortchange us, we gonna go build Unrivaled, right?
Yeah, the NFL and the NBA and the MLB don't got that. No.
Again, they don't have that because they got more player control.
Ain't no man. But I'm saying, here's the thing what I'm saying though. They got some control, but they don't have ownership. They don't have equity. They still got a Rooney Rule to see if they can get a black coach in there. See, their opportunity to fight, they missed it. They didn't fight. They didn't fight the battle like this one, and they didn't have an opportunity to be able to fight it the way these women are going to be able to fight it because these women have the mistakes that those men and the women before them made. Plus they have platforms behind them. Plus they have their own money behind them. Plus they have an alternate league that's already up there. I have a sneaky suspicion that if they decide to go 5-5, they can. If they decide to go year round, they can. See, it's an explosion right now. This is a labor fight. This is a civil rights fight. Nafisa Collier just sat down with Kamala Harris. The Democratic Women's Caucus reached out and said, "Hey, we watching y'all." This ain't just no regular, we gonna see what the CBA do. Everybody watching, because it's a whole lot of industries that's gonna go the same way. So this is one of the biggest labor fights we've seen in this nation. So people who have generational wealth already, they may not understand where we coming from about why the fight got to be now and why it got to be different and why you got to be willing to be like, yeah, now I'm gonna stand on business and I'm gonna wait my turn. They're not playing around this time. They're not playing around this time at all. So let's get it. I think I lost Prince, but we'll give him a minute to try to pop back in here. I think he lost his connection. But yeah, I think Unrivaled is a radical departure, like you said, from from the status quo. It's empowering. You look at it, and it's so important that shit. JuJu, as in college, was like, hey, how do I get my money in that? Even before she was even signed in the NIL deal, she was like, hey, get all the rest of that. How do I get invested? How am I part of this? Even if you don't pick me to be one. So I think these women is just moving different. This CPA, they ready to sit down. No, I don't think it's. I don't look at Unrivaled as a conflict of interest at all. I don't look at it as a conflict of interest at all. It's pressure though. Oh, it's a lot. Paige invested, Big Drip invested, a lot of folks invested. I think they just had their Series B. They just had their Series B round of investments. They had, they had to push, they had to tell people no again. And I don't know if FUD, I don't know if FUD is invested. I'm actually surprised that I haven't seen more like Dinah Taurasi and Sue Bird around Unrivaled since it was like Husky born. No, JuJu is both. She's an investor and she got a NIL deal as well. So she's doing both. I think we got him back.
Man, my whole internet went out.
Man, no worries. Yeah, I got you.
All right. My whole internet went out. What's the last thing you said? My whole internet went out. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, I was just talking about JuJu being an investor, Unrivaled. I was just talking about just the opportunities that these women have and why it's just important. I think that they're really willing to. This is history watching. This is gonna be something that we see in history books. This is gonna change labor. This is a labor fight we haven't seen before.
Yeah, I've always felt like the WNBA was cooking books. I never really felt like it was. I never really felt like it was on the up and up, especially once I got into business. Once I got my first overseas contract, I started realizing how basketball business works. Just being behind the scenes with my agent, talking with the board. Overseas, they don't call it front offices, they call it a board. Talking with the board about what my contract extensions and stuff looks like. I started really understanding how the business works of it. And I've always felt like everything wasn't on the up and the up with the WNBA. I've always felt like that. You don't really have a big overhead, but you're always losing millions of dollars. So it doesn't make sense. Like you don't have a big overhead. You keep losing millions of dollars. You need other entities to fund you, but yet you want to always try to expand or do something new. So
here's the thing.
I never understood that.
You're a businessman, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the last time somebody could get you to invest $400 million into a loser?
Oh, no, never. I wouldn't. Again,
what is the pitch that I can give you to either come to a meeting to think about giving me $400 million into a business? I'm telling you, you've been losing money for 30 years. It's been losing money 30 years, Prince, but your $400 million gonna make the difference. Let me get it.
Oh, no, never. I'll give a quick little story. My last property, we brought for, I want to say 640. Last property 2 months ago. We brought for 640. We got a 20% kickback because we didn't want to even put in half of that we didn't even want to put in 320 because the last owner of that establishment bankrupt over traffic and sales. So even when it just comes to that, I don't want to put money into it. So even if I'm getting traffic, I'm getting sales, I'm getting jersey sales, I'm going to put money into it. But you're telling me the whole entity doesn't profit? It doesn't make sense to the money of it. And that probably went over some people's head what I just said, like, because it doesn't make so like it doesn't make sense for the money of it. So like, yes, my businesses are successful. Yes, I'm able to buy this building for $640, Cess, right? But the last business owner that was in this building foreclosed on the building because of traffic, because of the workarounds, and because of the location, right? So the whole entity of it failed. Even though I can afford it, why would I buy it if the entity of it is going to fail, even though my business is successful? So it doesn't make sense to the overall scope of it. And that's what the WNBA looks like. So yes, I can afford a $400 million team, but the entity of it is failing. So when I go into the business, I'm trying to teach our people business, Cess. It probably be boring to but I'm trying to teach our people business, Cess. So
the entity of it ain't failing though.
If I go into a meeting, if I go into a meeting, Cess, what is the WNBA selling me on?
The WNBA, not only are they selling you on it, you fighting to give them your money because the WNBA ain't failing. So if you look at the WNBA, you look at they're gonna tell you they lost money. How? Think about this.
Like I'm trying to really figure
out
this.
Think about this. They ain't got
your team is an investment into your stocks. So the every entity, right? Every shield, NBA, NFL, WNBA, it's a shield, right, of boards. You are literally buying stocks into the board.
Right.
So the owner of Chicago or Las Vegas Aces, whoever, they own their team is a stock. Mm-hmm. How am I putting $500 million in a failed stock?
Because it ain't failing.
Like, what are you selling me on when I come to buy it? Like,
because it's not.
When I walk in Cess, I've been trying to think of that for years. Like, what are they telling me when I walk in the building to buy this team?
They don't have to tell you nothing because it ain't failing. They telling you you seeing all.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. They're telling the public is failing, but what are you selling the people that are buying the teams? And y'all must be got some good ass sales enablement teams. They must be some cool elevator pitches.
The public is out here going, they ain't making no money. They ain't making no money. They ain't making no money. Hell, who said? Y'all said
like Cess, how are people buying into this? Like Cess, they must be got some cold elevator pitches. They must be got some presentation slides that wow the hell out of people.
I need them at Cess Talk Sports. I need them at Cess Talk Sports. Whatever they do.
Like, it's crazy. Like, what are they selling people to buy these teams?
Not only that, they got people fighting over buying the teams. So
yeah,
fighting. Like I give you 250, I give you 350, I give you 400 for a failing business. Dwayne Wade gave him 85 million. Think about that.
Like I'm trying to really understand.
The salary cap per team ain't even $2 million a season.
Yeah. Cess.
What did you look at 85 million?
Cess, I don't know if you know. I actually I did a show like a couple of days ago. I actually added up all of the salaries in the WNBA this season. Guess how much it is? Mm-hmm. $12.7 million.
How many seasons could Dwayne Wade pay the salaries by itself? With 85 million.
With 85 million, you can literally buy the league. At the rate they talking about, you can literally buy the league for 85 mil.
So what we talking about?
I don't understand where the money at. Like, I need to know where the money at. And if your books says, time out. I'm sorry we're off topic, y'all, but that's why y'all mess with us. Time out. Says, ain't they just filed taxes 3 months ago? I'm a business owner, so I know this for a fact. Businesses get till July. Regular citizens, y'all file y'all taxes by like end of April, beginning of May. I don't know what the date is. I ain't been a regular citizen. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never been a regular citizen. Once you become a professional athlete, you're no longer a regular citizen. So I don't gotta file my taxes till July. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they give me till August, depending on the preparer I use. They give me till August, the first week of August, August 5th, August 6th, whatever that weekend is on. Says they just filed all their business taxes. Y'all should already have the PDFs. Y'all should have all the blueprints. Y'all should have all the write-ups. The moment Fee asks you, you should be able to go in your file and just email her team all of the information that you just filed for your taxes. What is the whole thing? You got to go find
Open the book.
You just filed it.
Open the books. Open the books.
You just filed your taxes as a league.
Open the books.
I don't gotta go pull up all of these pay stubs and get all of these numbers, all of these marketing numbers. I ain't gotta go chase down this department and this department. Guess what? I got the numbers. I just filed.
It's all right there. It's all right there on your file.
Sis,
all right there.
Kathy don't need to go ask nobody. She got the email.
It's right there. And if you don't, you can log in and pull it up in your profile.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the books. What?
Open the books. Open the books.
Sis, when the NBA went into it was the 2018 negotiations when the players wanted more cut of the revenue when they went from like 34% to 41% at that time. When they said they wanted to see the books, they seen the books. They seen the books. The NBA Players Association knows every contract, the amount, the longevity, who's involved in it, how much the players get, how much the league gets. They know all of the information from every contract the NBA and Adam Silver involved in. Chris Paul and CJ McCollum could go tell you every contract, who signed them, who's at the dotted line, who agreed to it, when it was signed, the time and date.
Not in the WNBA, sir.
I don't understand this, Cess.
Not in the
I don't understand this.
That's why I said it's a different type of labor fight. That's why I said that's why you get the reactions that you get. This is why you get people concerned. This is why you got people saying open the books. This is why you saying what's the basketball related income. This is why you saying, hey, where do you pay these women what they owe? This is why you got people showing up like that. This why.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't.
Y'all
so
know.
It's two parts for me, Cess. It's two
It's
parts.
Why y'all got people. That's why you got people showing up like this, Prince, at the meeting. That's why you got the people doing statements like this. This why. Where the money? Where the money?
It's two parts for me. See, the reason that I say a lot of people get out of hand with is bigger than they're bigger than the program. Mm-hmm. You can't be bigger than the program. This is why. Not the WNBA. And that's why I lumped them all in together. Like NFL players, NBA players, WNBA players, hockey players. When I say you can't be bigger than the program, I'm not talking about the league in general. I'm talking about the sport that you play. Right? Think about this. Most fans say this person is bigger than the program because they got all this going off the court. Okay, they can go do that. Be obliged. But if they're thinking they're bigger than the program, they're going to fail the whole mission. Because you have to use Unrivaled to either further all of your endeavors or break through in your WNBA realm. So you can't be bigger than the program. You can't. Because you're going to fail the entire mission. People need to be careful with their word choices. Like you can't be bigger. None of them, Angel, CaitlinClark, you can't be bigger than the program because then you failed the whole mission. What do you mean you bigger than the program? Go be a movie star and tell me how that works out for you. Go be a celebrity. Go do makeup. Tell me how that works out for you. You have to understand the mission is bigger than the program. So you can't, if you're bigger than the program, then that's telling me you're literally saying, people out there who are saying you're saying you're bigger than the mission. The mission at hand is bigger than anything you're trying to do off the court.
Way bigger.
It's bigger. Cess, you know what I'm saying? Like what I do in my community, it wouldn't be possible if I would have been a banker. It wouldn't have been possible. It wouldn't have been. The lives that I've affected, the women out there for the last, my coalition started, 8 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many young African-American women got degrees because of what basketball offered me?
I don't want you to say that you wouldn't have been able to do it if you was a banker. It wouldn't have been on a scale that you.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have been on the scale. That's why I said you.
Because I think your heart is still where it's at, right? So
your heart will always be your heart, right?
It would have been on whatever scale.
But again, it's the mission, though, Cess.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mission. I would rather people say, use your platform or be bigger than the platform.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, like,
it's a community.
You get what I'm saying? Cess, like, people gotta be careful how they use words. Mm-hmm. You missing the moment
words matter.
The moment you start thinking you're bigger than Martin Luther King, you failed the mission. The moment you think, because there's people out there when Martin Luther King was fighting for rights that made more money than him. They had more connections. But guess what? They understood the mission. You can't have the mindset and you can't push that. You can't, because you have to be. You have to be. The women's mission has to be bigger than the WNBA. It has to be. That's the only way you're going to overshadow them. Well, your mission has to stand out.
That's why
you have to be. That ball has to be bouncing.
That's why they got to stand together, and the ball can't bounce again until they get what they want.
Yeah.
This is going to be the challenge. This is going to be the challenge, because what the WNBA has done is they've worked to try to create division amongst different classes within the women, right? And so now they've got to figure out how they got to make sure that they come together, all 150, however many of them it is, and stay together and get the deal done that they want.
Cess, you said something very important. You said something very important. And I think I heard Political Lil say this one time. You said something very important. This isn't about basketball with these. Look, this is one of the first times in history for women that have a platform in a sports world. You remember when CBAs happen and people are getting together and they're having lockouts and they're pushing initiatives off the court. This is the WNBA women's opportunity to come together. And guess what that does? The moment they stand strong and say it's bigger than whatever the WNBA is paying us, guess who else steps in and say, oh, y'all standing on business.
So
guess who else steps in?
We're gonna find out. Who you think step in?
Everybody, I'm hoping the moment I'm holding a lot of people accountable, Cess, behind the scenes.
So here we go.
I want to see a lot of people.
Let me say this. Me and Political Lil got a show, Polysports Tea Time. It's gonna be on today at 5:30. We're gonna talk about Nafisa Collier and Kamala Harris's meeting. We're gonna talk about what that means for the civil rights case that this is. Is this an EEOC case now? Is this a Title VII case now? This is federally. This is approaching a federal court case. It may end up in court. But let's understand. # respect her game. That advocacy that we started, that's real. We need people to get behind these women. We need people to understand. You don't go buy their jersey, buy stuff directly from them. This you got to understand how to support. We have series. I don't know how many series we got out there, Lil. We got Broken Skies. We got a CBA breakdown. We got NIL breakdowns. This is about generational wealth. This is about Black excellence. This is about empowering women. This is about seizing the moment. This is about a labor fight that's bigger than just basketball, because
bigger than basketball.
It's going it spills over into other industries. It's going to define what labor looks like going forward for many years to come. So this is why you have to fight for 30 years from now. The WNBA better not have to have a Rooney Rule to figure out how to have a Black coach in there. But you erased all of the Black female coaches in this league, haven't you? As head coaches, you have. That doesn't ring true to what builds this league and what funds this league and what keeps this league going. So where are all of these avenues and pathways and training and pathways to ownership, pathways to leadership, pathways to equity, pathways to equal opportunity, pathways to marketing? Even the way that you market these women, you market Caitlin as if she's a champion in this league. Why? She's not a champion in this league.
Yeah,
you don't, but you don't market Asia. This is a crucial labor fight.
Yeah, it says if this goes accordingly, in 30 years, this is gonna be a 30 for 30.
Oh, it'll be a 30 for 30 before that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it'll be a business. This will be a labor case study in colleges.
Yeah,
They'll break this down. Absolutely.
That's why I need them, but it's gonna take others' help to make it possible. That's why I'm looking to see who steps in and say we got y'all, because it's gonna take other people. This is what me and Lil are saying. It ain't gonna be no hand envelope. It's gonna be, hey, let me go help y'all grow Unrivaled while y'all waiting.
But it takes the fans. It takes us saying, I'm not buying season tickets if you're not paying the lady. I'm not going to wake up as a. I'm not buying.
We keep saying we for these women. We keep saying they bigger than the program. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people understand what's actually is probably about to go on if it goes accordingly, right? And if it goes probably according to how the players want it. You know what I'm saying? Like. So I mean, we got to do our part. Other people got to be held accountable for this, because when others were fighting, people stepped in and helped them too. So these women is going to need outside help. They're going to they can't do it on their own. And I don't want people that are in position to help say, let me see how it plays out. You can't wait.
Think about
you can't you gotta, from fans to those who in position to help Unrivaled be what it can be while they're fighting for what they equally, because this is what we need to get away from, Cess. Before I finish up.
Go ahead.
Social media attacks these women every day. Ever since, and I'll say this. I was asinine to a lot of the rhetoric that women get, because I was in the men's basketball world, and I wasn't on YouTube at the time. And honestly, I'm not really a big social media guy, right? So ever since I've been doing YouTube, I've been more in the WNBA like media world, right? Listening to what people say, and the rhetoric that a lot of these women gotta deal with is asinine. Like the women's basketball is on. Let me go run to the grocery store. Y'all a failed league. Why y'all still playing? Just the rhetoric. Like, these women got kids. They got families, just like the other athletes do. Like, I don't understand. That's why it's such a huge, because they get to literally erase all of the narratives and the stereotypes that come along with them being.
They could, or they can help push them. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, they help push them.
Yeah. But so, again, I mean, they're in position to push or get rid of the narratives that they've been having to deal with for the last 30 years.
But that's, you know, what I'm saying? That's something that women deal with every day. It don't even matter in the industry. That's just,
so like that's a life of
this
is an important mark in their history, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm careful with my words, because I don't want to. I'm one of those people. I don't like to speak for women. I don't like to speak for what they going through because I don't go through what women go through. Right? Like
No, and your
it's a different
experience
world.
as a pro athlete is definitely different than their experience. Your experience as a pro athlete is very different.
I'm not afraid to admit I've been in the male industry, right? So the obstacles are different, the optics are different, the word choicing is different, the way we're approaching is different. Everything's different. So I always try to look at it from a point of the impact versus what somebody's going through. Like, what's the impact? That's why I try to stick to like the impact. The impact is this could be monumental in history of women's sports. Even bigger than what the women's hockey team pushed for, right? This could be even bigger than that on a certain level. Like this can be big.
It's way bigger than all of that.
You know, even that Olympic soccer team, you know, what they push for with the equal pay as far as the Olympic men. Like this can be way bigger. This is not every 4 years, not a 12 players and 1 or 2 might come in every 10 years. This is I don't know how many players get drafted every year. How many is it? Like 64? Is it 64?
No. They get drafted?
Yeah, how many players get drafted every? What is it?
It was like 38, 39 this year.
38, 39-ish. This is 38 players a year, right? You know what I'm saying? This isn't a 1 or 2 player. So this is monumental. This is a lot of generational wealth, a lot of new opportunities that can be created for these women. Like it's a big deal. And I don't think a lot of people are making enough big a deal about it. I see the media, you know, every now and then speak on it, but it should be front page, you know.
But here it is. Here's the thing. It's not front page. And that's what these platforms is about. That's why me and Political Lil have been at the forefront using Cess Talk Sports platform to push that. Poly Sports Tea Time, we've been talking about this for how many months? Lil was the first one. Lil was the first one saying, before it was anywhere else. Lil was the first one saying, this is a labor fight. This is a Title VII case. This is bigger than basketball. This is sharecropping in jerseys. This is black erasure. This is excellence erasure. All of these things that's going on. These women is being robbed. Lil was the first one saying all that stuff. And here it is. It's coming to this fight now, and it's going to come down to there may not even be a WNBA season next year. How will we stand? How will we stand as fans for the players? How are we prepared to stand with them? When the WNBA says, well, we're going to go get some replacement players, are you going to the game? I'm not. When they say, hey, go ahead and still subscribe to the WNBA league pass, man, you can't get that $35 from me. Not until you pay these players. So we got to be prepared to stand with them as long as they prepared to stand down.
Yeah. And my bad to get off topic. I just don't get to speak on these kind of issues.
We're gonna have to have you on the Poly Sports Tea Time. We're gonna have you on the Poly Sports Tea Time episode.
You know, I know it's supposed to be a JuJu breakdown. I just don't. I do a lot of I try to on my channel. I just do a lot of strictly basketball stuff. I don't do the breaking news and all of that. I don't do the next latest drama. So,
oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a monumental moment. I'm pushing for the ladies again. I do WNBA content because I've been a fan of women's basketball. My mom introduced me to women's basketball. My mom is a big Lauren Jackson fan. So I'm big into women's basketball. I've been watching women's basketball since the games had the little fuzzy dots on the TV. So I've been watching it for a long time. So I'm big on pushing the initiatives and pushing what they want to be about, man. Because they deserve it all too. They deserve it all too. They go through just as much. So.
And we need to see just as many black men on these platforms supporting these women as we do tearing them down. Because we got some black men that have super big platforms that will give a whole lot of airtime and space to CaitlinClark and what she got going on, and not a whole lot of air and space to some of this black excellence and brown excellence that's going on in the WNBA. And they will use their platforms to tear down the Angels and the Asians. So it's amazing. to see. But again, we got to push back with the little platforms that we got. But let's get back to JuJu. We didn't mean to get off topic. We're gonna be wrapping this thing up. Let's get our skill set breakdown, and we're gonna look at that long ball.
Again, great ball handling skills for 6'2". At 6'2", you got a long recall to the ball coming back to your hand. So she got a great dribble handle, great crossover, great fundamental in and out skills. So I give her ball handling skills a high rating. Again, we talked about her passing. She has good vision of understanding who's open when they're open. For me, it's really just about the trajectory of the ball, the strength, the angles, those kind of things. When it comes to her passing the basketball, they need to get better over time. That comes from just practicing passing just as much as she's practicing ball handling and shooting, right? Mm-hmm. If she wants to improve at it, because her vision is there. It's just practicing passing angles, strength, velocity of when to pass certain basketballs and how to pass them. Shooting, it's only a B+. To say she's a prolific scorer, her efficiency isn't always high, Cess. So 42% from the field, 32% from the three isn't like super elite. Shooting percentage and consistency, to say she shoots at a high volume and scores at a high volume. So that's why I got it at a B+. It can't be lower than a B+ because she can score 30 points on anybody. Her shooting percentage just needs to continue to improve, and that comes from decision making when shooting the basketball. Sometimes, athleticism, great speed, great jumping ability. Great lateral quickness. Defense, B, good potential according to her size and athleticism. For her, it's just about the consistency, and I do think she has a high basketball IQ. That's why I rate her high for a high basketball IQ. Again, this is where WNBA teams will want her to live at versus getting to the midi or downhill. But she's patient even on long balls. She waits for shots to open up. She don't really force long ball shots, which I love. She waits for them to open up. She doesn't rush shots. Like if you watch, when she shoots threes, there's always somebody close to the rim. She doesn't have this quick trigger where everything is just a long ball, which I love. So if she can get around 35% from the three, it'll be hard for WNBA teams to really game plan for her. As long as she's around that 32%, teams are going to game plan for her to shoot more longer shots than getting to the midi, right? But this is right here. This is where she needs to grow. Right there, playing off ball, seeing lanes, using her transition ability to draw defenders to get it to others. This is what I'm talking about, Cess, right here. You see how she guarded her like, you're smaller than me, you're not quicker than me, I'm more athletic, I'm me. She needs to have that tenacity every possession on defense if she wants to be her best self. Have that. You're smaller than me, I'm going to move my feet, I'm going to use my height, and I'm going to let you know you just not as good as me. Like, she needs to have that. You didn't see no rah-rah. You just seen her saying, I'm better than you. Like, she needs to have that. That's something she needs to be consistent at on defense. Again, players comparisons. So again, we got best case, realistic comp, playing style, right? So, best case scenario is A'ja the GOAT Wilson.
Interesting. Okay.
And again, people gonna say, well, they don't play her like Prince. One is a front court player, one is a back court player. This comparison is only A'ja Wilson because JuJu Watkins' best case scenario is becoming the GOAT. And the only way she can become the GOAT is if she surpasses A'ja Wilson. So that's why the best case scenario is A'ja Wilson. Because the best case scenario for JuJu Cess out there in the media world is she can be the next best thing since sliced bread, right? So that's the goal.
You think so?
So
You think so?
that's best case.
I think
That's like
I think the next go is in the class after her, but that's okay. We'll get to her.
who?
Oh, Rolls Royce Joyce.
Man, you gotta stop this. We gotta stop this.
It's okay. We gonna talk about Joyce.
We gonna get to Joyce. We gonna get to Joyce.
We gonna talk about Rolls Royce Joyce. I think
we gonna get to Joyce.
I think she has a higher ceiling than JuJu, and she's more versatile than JuJu. I think she does more than JuJu on both sides.
I gotta watch more film on her. I ain't gonna lie, sir. So I ain't gonna jump the gun. I do gotta watch more film on Joyce. I'm not like elite level familiar with her game. So I do gotta watch more film.
No. That's fair. But I know what you're saying about JuJu. Like you saying she should be that one. She should be.
Yeah, they're crowning her as the next one. So her best case scenario at the end of her career is she's the GOAT. AJ Wilson is currently the GOAT, right? So the best case scenario isn't about her playing style, it's about where she finished her career, right? So playing style, now we get to playing style. She has a Breanna Stewart type of playing style. The big wing that can pass, shoot from all three levels, create for others, loves to operate from the elbow, plays at her own pace, shows speed when she needs to, but plays at her own pace, can't get her sped up. Both of them are great. Both of them are underappreciated rebounders. JuJu almost averages 7 rebounds for her career. Like, they're both underappreciated rebounders. And JuJu played with two great rebounders last year in Marshall and Kiki. So for her to almost average 7 rebounds a game is actually good. To say she's a perimeter player is actually good. To say she was on the team with Kiki and Marshall, who are both good rebounders for USC last year. So again, can play multiple positions, right? Elite scorers at all three levels, strong rebounding ability. Both have the clutch gene in them. Two-way player impact. She hones in on consistency on defense. Both have two-way impact. If you watch Breanna Stewart in college, which I'm pretty sure you have, Cess, and you watch where she get her shots at, literally the same spots JuJu gets her shots. Literally.
Stewie got 4 of them things. Stewie is I think the greatest women's hooper in college hoops. Period. She got 4 of them things.
Yeah.
4
literally. Her playing style is more similar to Stewie's coming out of college. Just how they score, how they get others involved, their rebounding, their defensive capabilities, their skill sets, their height, speed, size, both fundamental, great footwork. Will score 30 points and you won't notice because they're not rah-rah players. Realistic.
I'm gonna have to go back and look. Asia and Stewie don't jump off the page for me, but I'll go back and look. But what you got for?
Again, Asia wasn't about playing style. Asia is her best case scenario, which is her end of career, right? Mm-hmm. Like my best case scenarios when I do players, it isn't about the playing style. It's about where they're going to land in history. It isn't about playing style. I just want to show people I want to show people the player's trajectory. That's what the best case scenario is really about. It's about a player's trajectory and where their career is going to go. Again, I think her playing style is more similar to Stewie's, but realistic comp as far as how she's going to be used in the WNBA, where she's probably going to end up in history of the WNBA, is going to be more closer to Maya Moore, the 3-level scorer, the post up, the fadeaway. Again, I think Maya Moore is MJ, and I think JuJu is Kobe Bryant. I really do. I think again.
So I don't have Maya as MJ because I told you you
got to get over there. Maya Moore is MJ.
I'm telling you why she's not MJ for me. that era of basketball, like I said, and it doesn't have anything to do with Maya Moore. It was just probably was what was going on in my life at that time. Just moving around, not being a big UConn fan, and then just, you know, just not her game didn't bring me to the TV. But JuJu is more like Dr. J to me, in the sense that man can do everything, gonna wow us, but it's somebody coming on the heels where you won't be the one that long. You'll have your reign, but your window is gonna be shorter than it could have been because of the talent coming behind you, is what I think. And that's how I felt about Dr. J. By the time he got to the NBA, his window was short because he had spent so much time in the ABL. It was like, for you to really be the doctor how you could have been, your window was short a little bit because Michael and them was coming. And that's how I feel for JuJu. I think that, you know, she's gonna be one of the greats. She's gonna go down. She's gonna have all-star. She's gonna get chipped. But greatest of all time, I don't know that I see that in her game.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, Asia's the GOAT, right? So best case scenario is Asia, according to the trajectories. Like, you got to pass Asia. If you're going to be the GOAT, you got to get past Asia. Again, her playing style, the way she scores, where she scores at on the floor is more like Stewie. Stewie is, Cess, how do you feel about Stewie? Do you think Stewie's underappreciated in her career? As far as, like, the talks, right? The barbershop talk. I think that both Asia and Stewie are underappreciated. I don't think that they talk about them enough, and I think that they'll miss them when they're gone. Yeah,
like I think that we'll miss them when they're gone. I think that we'll miss AT, even though AT, I'm like, damn, AT is going on right now. I think we'll miss AT when they're gone. I don't think that they make them like that anymore, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, Asia has four MVPs in 8 years. Tell me about who they did.
Crazy.
Think about that. Four MVPs in 8 years. Crazy. It took some people 8 years to get one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the records that she's broken, that don't come. I don't, you know, Prince, I'm so tired of hearing people say generational. I'm trying to come up with another word than generational.
Yeah, they gotta get,
I need a new word. I need a new word because it ain't just generational, man. It's something else. You know what I'm saying?
How many generational players you think is in the WNBA right now?
In the WNBA right now?
Yeah.
Generational?
Yeah.
Asia's generational. I think Stewie's generational. Chelsea, point guard, even though people when they go back and watch point guard, they'll understand. It ain't that many. It ain't that many. Maybe I can only think of 3 off the top of my head.
See, I don't think Chelsea's generational.
I think Chelsea's generational.
I don't think that we seen a point guard with her vision and her ability in the W. I don't think. Okay, so you think? Okay, so you okay. Because remember we had this conversation about the difference between generational. Remember we had this conversation about the difference between generational talent and generational athlete, right? We have never seen a point guard with the stud, but that Chelsea got do what she done for her career. So you're saying Chelsea got generational talent?
If her talent is her vision, generational vision, I don't think that we see anybody. Her vision, her placement of the ball, we haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's a talent. Yeah, that's a skill set, talent. Yeah,
for me, yeah. She's Magic Johnson like for me. Magic Johnson was generational.
Yeah.
You look at Chelsea right now.
You know how I equate it, like Kobe Bryant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's a generational player. I don't think he's like a generational like player. I think he has generational skill set. Like nobody has his footwork, right? Nobody has his footwork combined with his shooting ability, defense, mindset. Like that's generational, right? Like it's things that you can't just give somebody else. Like what Kobe Bryant has, you can't just give somebody else. Kobe Bryant can train somebody for years and they'll never get it because you can't. You got to be able to package all of those things together, right? Like LeBron is a generational athlete, right? Like there's levels to it. Like people always throwing around the word generational, but they never like quantify what about a player is generational, right? Like Dominique, like people say Dominique Malaga is generational. I don't think Dominique Malaga is generational because nothing she has you can't teach. Like nothing she does you can't teach.
You can't teach her size, Prince.
That's what I'm saying. You can't teach her size, but how impactful is that size if you can't put it together?
Okay, let me ask you this. By the end of her career, can Malaga be generational?
If she gets to a Asia Wilson Stewie scoring level, yes.
Okay.
With that size, if she can put the ball on the floor, average 25 points a game and 12 rebounds a game with 2.5, 3 blocks, yes. By the end, if she can average that for multiple seasons, that's generational. But as of now, she's just a tall player with a clunky skill set.
Just like Wembanyama, right?
Just like Wembanyama put it together though. Wembanyama came in fighting for defensive player of the year.
You think Wemby's generational?
Wemby's There's never been a 7-2 that can move like he move, shoot like he shoot, defend like he defend on the perimeter.
Do you think Wemby's leaving with a chip?
Yeah.
We'll see.
You know why? I'll say this, Cess. It's because of the organization he's in.
And because of the organization he's in is the very reason why I'm not convinced.
Because they know you go there, it's about winning championships and legacies.
Since when?
Every player that they get in there understand the mission.
Since when? When was the last time they really just won something? When was the last time?
It's been a minute. They went in rebuild mode.
Yeah. They've been in rebuild mode for a minute with Pop there. It's time to move off Pop, but that's okay. They'll remember the Alamo. It's all right. No.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. That's the reason I asked that question, because I always like to get people opinion on who they think in the league is generational. I think the only player in the league that's generational is Asia Wilson.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I don't think Wemby's generational.
But again, we both agree. We look at it differently, right? So our grasp on generational is different. So every player we ain't going to agree on because our view of generational is different.
No. Pop ain't coming back. Pop is like the president.
Nah.
Pop's not coming back to the side.
That'll be a detriment to those players if he come back.
It's not about them being a small market with 5 championships. That's great. That was then. The Cowboys got some championships too. Their organization that needs some help right now too. So what? Just because you won 5 championships don't mean you competing for one next year.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, that's why championships. That don't mean nothing. Championship. They're hard to get.
Yeah, them championships may have been more about who Tim Duncan and David the Admiral Robinson was and Avery was than it was about just who Pop and the organization was. But I digress, man.
They're very hard. They're very. Says I know that firsthand. In high school, we won the championship my sophomore year, and we never got back.
Yeah.
So championships are hard to come. Everything got to play out. Health, coaching, play styles, roster, conditioning. Like the teams you play got to line up perfectly to your playing style. Like a lot got to go.
Here's the thing that I'm gonna say about the Spurs culture. It worked then. I don't know that the Spurs have a culture that really fits 2025 and the 2025 player, and where these players are at right now, and the way Popovich coached, and the way Popovich move around, and the way Popovich coaching tree move. I don't know if these young players respond to that, but I'm excited about what they're doing in Houston. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited about what they're doing in Houston. We'll see. See, culture has to change.
You got a young team with a promising star doesn't guarantee a championship.
Oh yeah,
because you're not the only team that's building for a championship.
You sure ain't. Everybody building every year.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, Cess. Like, people become homers. They become homers and forget there's 29 other teams. You're not the only team. Yeah, you did good in the offseason. Yeah, you won the offseason. But guess what? The last 2 off seasons you failed.
Right.
People forget that.
The Dallas Cowboys be like, remember we won the Super Bowl? They looked up, it was 30 years ago.
Man, that was on VHS, man.
You know what I'm saying? But they like never know. This America's team, this organization. That was 30 years ago, man.
Man, I was 5 years old, Cess.
Culture changes.
Cess, when the Cowboys won, I had just dribbled my first basketball.
Wow.
I probably had just, because when the Super Bowl is February, I hadn't even played my first basketball game.
It probably was January back then. They hadn't stretched it out.
Yeah, so I didn't even play in my first basketball game yet.
You know what I mean? So hey, listen, yeah, you think about it and you be like, dang, it's been a minute.
I'm 36. I'm 36.
Think about their organization.
I started playing basketball at 5 years old. I trained when I was 5. I didn't play my first basketball game until I was 6 because my dad just put me in training when I was 5. So I had just started dribbling basketball, going to trainers and stuff like that. I actually my dad's trainer trained me. So I had just started playing. So I didn't even play my first basketball game yet. Wow. Stop it, man.
Yeah. Wow. Let me see here. What else?
Again, we know where she's going, Cess. Draft projection, fit, overall draft pick, generational talent.
Usually go to a team that's rebuilding. How do you like her on a team that's rebuilding?
Yeah. Again, that's why I got best fit. Any team that got the number 1 pick. Whoever got the number 1 pick, Seth.
Not any team.
Have it.
Not any team.
I don't know any team that got the number 1 pick. I don't care who it is.
Final grade A+. Is this the first A+?
Yeah, she didn't get an A++ though. She didn't get that plus though.
A+. All right. Strengths, elite scoring, size, athleticism, basketball IQ, 3-point consistency. She can fix that. Defensive consistency. She can fix that. Projection, franchise player, MVP potential. He thinks she got the potential to be the GOAT. He's saying maybe. Developing consistent 3-point shooting, adding functional strength and physicality, improving defensive consistency. Let me get this out. Wait, here we go. My bad, y'all. What else we got? And maximizing leadership and playmaking. Okay, so how much of this stuff can she work on while she's out injured? I think basketball IQ. I want to see her take a approach like Raven, and I want to know what you think about that. Like when Raven was out for that year, she sat there and almost became a coach.
I want her to be again. Says what did I say earlier? I want to see her out of huddles, get the team involved more, be a coach on the floor. So while she's out injured, I want her to be a coach on the bench, like be involved with the players' development and let them know you supporting them from the bench and what you seeing out there. Give them some of your IQ. Display some of that to the other players so they can get easier shots and know that you still got their back even though you're on the bench, right? So, like, I think some of the things she can do while she out is adding functional strength and physicality, right? And maximizing on her leadership. That's the 2 main things she can do while she's out. Getting stronger and maximizing on her leadership and IQ.
I like that.
Because everything else, she gonna need to be on the court for, whether it be defensive positioning, that's gonna take practice, workarounds at practice on 5-on-5s, understanding not to fall asleep on these type of plays, playmaking skills, that's gonna take effect in practice, during games, doing work throughs, walk-arounds, things, installs, and 3-point consistency gonna have to be on the court for it, right? Because that 3-point consistency is more about probably sharpening up on her mechanics a little bit better, probably like footwork, stuff like that.
So here's the thing that I know about JuJu. Whether you think she's the next MJ or not, she's a big part of where the WNBA goes in this next era, right? Like she's a big part, not only because of her skill set and her superstardom, but just because of the activism and the motion that she brings, right? I'm excited to see this kid come into the league. I think that I'll be more of a fan when she gets in the WNBA. I think I'll be able to see her get into more of her bag. I think I'm turned off by the way she's used at USC. I think I'm turned off by the way that she's used at USC. I found last year it was times that I liked JuJu better with the nerds, and it was times that I liked her better with that team that she's with. I hate that she's actually injured this year because I would really like to see her with Jazzy Davison and Kennedy Smith, because Jazzy and Kennedy really, kind of get after the defense a little bit more than maybe the players that was on the floor with her all last year, as far as like that front the backcourt. So we'll miss her this season. Wishing her a speedy recovery, but understanding that she is still a very, very, very big part of where women's hoops goes from here. I don't know. I mean, I hope to see the kid around basketball this season, on the bench, being active, like you said. I want to see her with the board. Get up, draw some plays up, clapping the team up. I hope she's around the team as much as possible. I think that's really, really good for USC too. Even if she's not going to play another game for them, I still think that that's good, not only for their recruitment, but for the development of the young players that are there. How much of the way do you think they used JuJu last year? This is my last question for you. Was the reason that so many, that you saw those guards get out of here?
Say that again. What was the last part?
How much of the way that you think Coach G used JuJu is, her usage being dominant, was the reason that you saw like the Heckle and who else left? How and some of those players transfer out of USC?
Yeah, because like your house, your how she's like a JC Sheldon, Sammy Whitcomb, Katie Lou, Maddie kind of player. So JuJu in a one-centric system doesn't really benefit those kind of players. Like JuJu would have had to been a Magic Johnson kind of centric player for those players for you to really get the best out of. That makes sense for those kind of players. So they seen JuJu coming back another year, her usage rate might go up even more. That means that's less on-ball screening for me. That's less opportunities. And I'm trying to get to the draft. I don't want to just take a back seat per se in my basketball career. I'll take a back seat as far as shot selection, but I won't take a back seat to my career, even if it is JuJu. So I think that's why you'll see a lot of them leave programs like that, is because they're trying to get to the next level and you become a casualty. Kind of like, and it's the media's fault, really. And I'll say this, Cess. I argue with people all season long. I said, Dejanay is not going to be happy in Dallas, even though she likes Paige, because of how the media is projecting her.
Okay.
What did Dejanay say the moment she left Dallas? Pay attention to her post. Pay attention.
What did she say? What did she say? Because I actually don't know what she said.
She said, "I'm finally happy." And she said other cryptic tweets. It has nothing to do with Paige.
You think she likes Minnesota? And you want? Okay, we're gonna talk about Dejanay later.
I don't think it has nothing to do with what the place she went to.
It just had to do with getting out of Dallas.
Dejanay was in a I said this midway through the season. I said Dejanay is in a contract year. Y'all don't realize what the media is doing to her. They're turning her into Paige's Robin, in a sense of, forget Dejanay being an all-time great on the defensive end. Forget Dejanay being a spark plug to a team. Y'all turning Dejanay into some kind of mascot for Paige. I say, y'all don't see Dejanay face? I say, when the last time y'all posted something about what Dejanay did great on the court? Y'all posting her facial expressions with Paige in the hallway before a game. Y'all posting walkthroughs. Y'all posting Dejanay handshakes on the bench with Paige. They jumping on each other back. They giggling. Dejanay's in a contract year. Y'all turning this into a sideshow.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
how did go to Minnesota? How did going to Minnesota help her?
Huh?
How did going to Minnesota help her though?
Because now Dejanay gets to get back to the basics. She gets to get back to the basics.
You think Minnesota keep her?
See, to be on Paige's team, you got to be established at that already. DeJounte was trying to establish herself at that, and then you turn her into a mascot.
So
see, like, remember when Ryan Artest went to the Lakers? Ryan Artest was already established as who he was. So no matter the shine Kobe got, you already knew who Ryan Artest was.
Well, not only that, him and Kobe had just had that real personal one-on-one battle, right? Coming out the playoffs. It was like, oh, okay, he him. Okay, we seen them challenge each other. I got you. So
so DeJounte, she had just came off an injury. She was trying to establish who she was, and everything was about her and Paige's friendship versus DeJounte's play on the court.
So I got a question for you. Does JuJu need a college chip?
No, because I don't think she takes another dribble.
Okay.
I'm with Cess, with some players, I'm just of the belief they were never meant for college. I don't think JuJu was meant to go to college. It's more of a necessity than a need. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say didn't need to go to college. There are players that come along and just, college ain't for them. Kevin Garnett, it wasn't for him. It didn't. Yeah. It didn't stop. It didn't stop him. Sean Kemp, it didn't stop him. But then there are others where it was like, well, hey man, maybe you should have went on to college in at least 1 year. So it depends. It depends. I definitely, like I said, I already had said when she got hurt that I didn't think she was coming back. I thought that we saw her play her last game at USC. Yeah. I would love to see her come back. Because I love watching JuJu in college, right? I would love to see her come back. I really would. Well, listen, here's the thing. If I'm JuJu, I'm only coming back if I feel like the team that I'm coming back to is a championship type team. Yeah. If it ain't that, if it's an Elite 8, maybe we could get to the Final Four. Man, I'm going to the dub.
And I'm pretty sure USC knows that, Cess. So I guarantee you, I don't know what recruits USC got for year after next, but I guarantee you they're pushing for her to come back. So they're probably going to do everything they can to recruit as much talent to put around JuJu as they can, so she can say, I can win a championship with this. So I'm pretty sure they want her to. I'm pretty sure they're on the mend of JuJu might not take another dribble for us.
Well, I don't know, because I also got Kennedy Smith leaving USC at the end of the year. But that's just my opinion. I just selfishly want to see her play with Blake.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We'll see.
Kennedy is a unique player.
Kennedy got a deeper bag than people thought. Kennedy, they try to play Kennedy like she was just a defensive. Like she was just a defensive.
No. That's what I say. Kennedy is a unique player.
JuJu got hurt. She got in her bag. She got in her bag against UConn. You know what I'm saying? She got in her bag.
Yeah, I would love them this year to get Kennedy going a little more offensively. Like I would love Gottlieb to have some sets for Kennedy throughout the game. Let her get in her one-on-one bag. You know what I'm saying?
You got to. If it's not about Jazzy and Kennedy, then who is it about? If USC ain't about Jazzy and Kennedy, y'all tell me who is it about?
That's all. Yeah. I mean, if it ain't about Kennedy, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is.
It's Jazzy and Kennedy for me. It's Jazzy and Kennedy. I see everybody little JuJu in the chat telling us JuJu ain't going nowhere. JuJu, she gone. She gone. USC. It's WNBA grown-up money time. It's WNBA grown-up money time. It's WNBA grown-up money time. It's her nerd wallet is full. Her nerd wallet is full now. It's it's time. It's time for her to make her step. It's time. It's time. It's time.
Yeah. Because by the time JuJu gets ready, the CBA gonna be done. If they settle it right, everything gonna be in place. You might have a new commissioner by then. Kathy probably will be gone. Everything gonna be in everything. You'll have 4 new franchises for her to choose from. Everything gonna be set up. Maybe 5. You know what I'm saying? Because when does Cleveland and Philly come? When do they come? 2028?
Well, let me see. You got 26. You got a team. Nobody comes at 27, and then you got teams that come 28, 29, and I think 30. But you got Philly coming, Detroit coming. I'm not saying that JuJu's game is beyond college. I'm saying that JuJu's
mindset is
beyond college. Her star is beyond college. And I know folks is gonna be like, because she be a GOAT without a chip, she hasn't won at every level. It's debatable.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, Cess, what does winning a championship do for JuJu? In the grand scheme of things, yes, it'd be good to have it on. I'm talking in the grand scheme of things.
That she would be able to say that she had one and CC didn't because they hadn't compared so much. I think. So here's the thing. I think that if JuJu doesn't get hurt this year, she finishes college. Right? If she didn't get hurt last year, she finishes college. I think that she's still on pace to break the CC records that she was going to break, and then she gets an opportunity to play for a chip, if not win a chip, right? Now, damn, I got hurt. I missed the end of the season and a whole season. I'm not on pace to do that anymore. If I come back, are we really competing for a chip? Where is UConn at right now? Where is UCLA? Where is South Carolina? Where are those teams at? Can we really compete? And then if not, do I risk another injury here with the high usage and the way I was handled, or do I go pro? And so to me, JuJu and Clutch would go pro, but I don't know.
I mean, this is why I say that. This is why I say that, Cess. If we think, and you look at trajectory of what people saying JuJu will land in the history of the WNBA, right? They got JuJu. Most people got JuJu fighting for one of those Mount Rushmore faces, right? On that wall, right? In history. Once all is said and done, we hypothetically speaking, right? Some might not, some do. I'm just talking about like the masses, right? Not you, Seth, just the masses, right? They got her trying to fight for one of those faces on the wall. Look at all those faces on the wall, Seth. When you talk about their legacies, how often do their college championships come up?
Depends on how deep the barbershop talk get.
I'm just saying on the surface level.
They don't have to come up. They don't come up really often. They don't come up really often.
And don't Stewie got 4 of them things?
Stewie got 4. But then Stewie also has 3 WNBAs. She got 3.
So definitely, you see what I'm saying? So Stewie got 4.
You don't have to get to that.
Stewie has 4. Stewie has 4, Cess. And they don't even bring up 4. So if JuJu's going to be fighting for one of those Mount Rushmore faces with the Stewies and the Asias, they don't even bring up Asia won a lot. Don't you know the other day I had to educate somebody and let them know Asia won in college?
Oh wow, yeah.
So you see what I'm getting at? Like when you think about where she's going to be fighting for, they don't even bring up Stewie's 4 when they talk about her legacy in that Mount Rushmore face. They don't bring up college, her championship. They say she was the number 1 pick. They just bring up the surface level stuff. They don't talk about the 4. They say she was at UConn and win championship. That's all they say. They don't really get down to the crust of it, right? So JuJu winning 1. What does that do if she's going to be fighting? What does that 1 do if she's going to be fighting for one of those faces?
When they go into the one at every level conversation, I think that JuJu's college career is gonna come with an asterisk because halfway through this, middle of sophomore, or a little bit over halfway through the sophomore season or whatever, right? You go down injured, and then you sit out your junior year. So I think JuJu, the question about one at every level would be, it'll always be if she was at a different program, she'd already been chipped, and then for some of it to be if she didn't get hurt, that the chip was coming. I just don't know that we'll ever see her play for a chip. I don't think that it'll factor in for her as much as it would factor in for like a Caitlin who they're trying to force down your throat. When it comes to Caitlin, and then the reason that I think people are so quick to go to Caitlin's never won is because she hasn't won at any level. Like JuJu came into college a winner. She didn't come in still trying to prove herself as a winner. She didn't come in with some USA gold medal. She came in already a winner. So it wasn't like she was trying to prove that she could be a winner. Caitlin is still trying to prove that she could lead a team to finishing anything. She hasn't done it at any level. So, the one at every level, I don't think it factors in as much as for Ju because she comes in already a state champion. She comes in already well known in Southern California basketball, right? One of those regions that is highly respected for high school women's hoops. So I don't think it factors in as much for Ju. Right, because she came in a winner. It come up in Caitlin talk because the first thing I'm gonna tell you is tell me when she won. Tell me when she won. But she ain't won nothing. I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to, Cess. Like there isn't pressure. Like there isn't pressure for JuJu to go back to school for her last season. You know what I'm saying? Like there isn't some championship pressure. Like I gotta win one before I leave, or my WNBA career gonna be incomplete. Like, there ain't no pressure. It's one of those, it's a bucket list. At this point, JuJu going back to college is a bucket list.
It's just because JuJu won a chip. She won an NCAA.
It's not about her legacy. JuJu going back to college has nothing to do with her legacy. That's a bucket list.
Well, question. Did you have any major injuries in your program?
ACL.
Okay, so you had an ACL like JuJu. So, question.
And MCL.
Coming back. Okay, so question. Coming back off of that injury, going back into competitive basketball, everything put aside, just getting yourself mentally, physically, emotionally ready to get back into the game. Do you think that's better at the college level for her, or trying to do that first at the WNBA level? Everything else set aside. Where do you think she's most comfortable getting back to just being JuJu? Is that going back to college where she's been already? Or at the WNBA level where she's trying to prove herself and she may play in spurts depending on what team she ends up in? What your thoughts coming off that type of injury?
I'll say
because I didn't factor that in. And that may be a factor and say, hey man, I'm gonna take my ass back to school and get super confident in my body before I go try to go pro. So something to think about.
I'll say my injury was because we won the state championship my 10th grade year. My injury happened in football my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't play football my senior year. I didn't play no sports my junior year. It happened in game 3, the third game of the season in football. I played cornerback and safety, and I played tight end a little bit because I'm tall. So like my junior year, I didn't play no sports. I just worked out. I went work out at colleges. I signed my letter of content maybe around like November of my junior year. Going back to school my junior year. So I didn't really need to play sports. Tulane wanted me to get healthy. I'll say this, my senior year, Cess, I ain't gonna lie, I cruised. I was already gone. I cruised. Because I graduated in December. In December, right? So I cruised my senior year. So that's why my high school team never got back, because I got injured my junior year. Everybody left my senior year because they thought I wasn't gonna play because I already had signed, and they knew I was leaving in December. So like, man, he gonna leave halfway through the basketball season. So and we lost. Everybody went to other schools, and my senior year I really just cruised. I really cruised.
So coming off injury, you didn't really see any real competition until you got to the college level.
Basically, yeah.
And you are confident walking in and ready to go.
Yeah. It's about your body and your mental. Like your mental says it all. Your mental, when injuries is more mental than physical. Like if you're in a good mental, I did therapy. I'm not afraid. I tell my community all the time, I did therapy literally my entire junior year. I did therapy, talking through it. I did basketball. Like, shout out to Tulane, man. My dad got them to get a therapist to come on the basketball court with me while I was rehabbing. where
How does that help you?
in between sessions, they wanted to do it on the court because they wanted to get me mentally capacitated. So in between sessions, we'll do like training drills. They would literally, it was a guy. He would literally put 2 chairs in the middle of the court, and we would talk for 15 minutes about what I was going through and thinking at that moment. And then I go back to training. So in between sessions, I would literally sit on the basketball court and do therapy, which helped because it's all about being in that place. It's all about being in that place because it didn't really help me just doing therapy on the court.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I was just wondering, she's coming back off of this injury. You know what I'm saying? Where would she be most comfortable getting back to being JuJu? So I was just wondering, like, should she go back to school and get comfortable and take a risk of, there's always a risk of injury, or should she just go ahead and go pro, or does that matter? So I appreciate you.
Yeah, she's in the right headspace. She got a good, that's why I talked about her team, Cess. Like, I feel like she got a great team. She'll be all right. Again, her going back for her last year, that's a bucket list thing, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Plus, you know what? Now these kids can do all their online studies and end up, you look up and they a grad student in their 3rd year, and it's like, what? You finished already? So there's also that. So I wonder if she will already be finished with school by the time she is healthy and ready to be back on the floor.
Yeah. I wonder where she is with her degree.
So before I let you get out of here, I know we way over time. I gotta ask you about our aces. How you feeling?
Oh man, hey, tomorrow we bringing the brooms.
Where them brooms at?
I'm going to the little lounge today. Go get me a cigar. Go get my whiskey. Oh man, we bringing out the brooms, man, and we celebrating. Tomorrow we're celebrating.
Sweet.
Hey, and they just ruled Satu out a couple hours ago. So
yeah, man, Satu out, concussion protocol, I believe.
Yeah.
So we back next week. We got Kalia Copper coming up Tuesday. Who should we throw at you? This is the one I've been waiting for. This one. So next week, Madison Booker. I want to know who is Madison Booker. This the one. You're gonna have to sell me on this one because who can't guard you? Who can't guard you? In my big breezy
get off
boy.
of Maddie, man. You got to get off of Maddie Book, man. You got to get off of Maddie Book.
She gonna have to play big in the big game then. She gonna have to play big in the big game then. You hear me? Who can't guard you? Where them brooms at?
You gotta get off of Maddie Book. You gotta get off of Maddie Book, man.
Exactly. Bree Hall will be watching. Big breezy. You hear me? So we got Kai Copper. Hey, Kai Copper been that one. Even with the way that the season is going, still one of my favorite players to watch when she on. So I can't wait to hear what you think about Kai Copper and Maddie Book. Man, you thought you had a hard sell on Kiki Rice. Woo. You gonna have to have some really good film on Maddie Booker, buddy. You gonna have to have some good film on Madison Booker for this one. All the way from New Zealand. Big breezy. You hear me? Big breezy.
Hey, look. When you leave that Maddie Book breakdown, I'm gonna take my time with this one. I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna show you. I'm going to comb through all her footage.
Hey, I only want footage. I only want footage for South Carolina games. Because until us, don't none of that mess matter. Now we played. How many times we played? 4 times? 4 times she took 3 L's? Yeah, I only want to see South Carolina footage. Show me when she did it against South Carolina.
I'm gonna take my time with this one.
Don't threaten me with no good time.
You gonna be like, I didn't see it like that. I don't know what you got to give Kiki and Maddie. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they gave them Gamecocks work in high school or what. I don't know. Hey, chat. I don't know what Cess problem is with Kiki Rice and Maddie Book.
Tell me about the big game Maddie showed up in.
You know,
wait.
I don't know what that's about.
Tell me about this. Tell me, we ain't talking about high school. I got my hat say Gamecock. Tell me about the Gamecock she could. You can't guard me. Who can't guard you?
Hey, look, level. Hey, Maddie Book could win an MVP at the next level.
Okay.
How many current Gamecocks could win an MVP at the next level?
3. It was 3 of them in the conversation.
Name them.
Asia, Aaliyah,
Aaliyah,
Alicia.
Current Gamecocks.
Asia Wilson, Aaliyah Boston.
No, current Gamecocks.
Joyce Edwards, Tanaya Latson, Chloe Kitts.
Chloe Kitts can win an MVP at the next level.
Isla McDowell, got McCure. Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
What? You gonna see? You gonna see? But see, you think Kiki Rice about something? You don't think Joyce MVP in this league?
Hey, Kiki Rice gonna make an all defensive team one day.
You don't think Joyce MVP in this league?
No.
You don't think Isla MVP in this league? But I need to pay attention to Madison Booker.
What?
Man, please, Madison Booker.
Hey, you gonna have to. I can't wait till we do Joyce, y'all.
You think
gonna have to sell me on Joyce?
You think Madison Booker gonna get an MVP? You think they don't even play the same position? You think Madison Booker gonna get an MVP before Joyce Edwards? Oh, Impact, hell yeah! You'll watch Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards has. Listen, here's the thing. Joyce Edwards has the potential to be a 2-time National Player of the Year. Been saying it since she got here. 2-time National Player of the Year.
Hey, chat. Y'all think? Hey, chat. Y'all think Joyce Edwards is better than Camilla? I don't think Joyce is better than Camilla. Y'all, what?
I'm gonna wait and let the chat. I'll let the chat talk. I'm gonna be quiet.
We'll see what the chat say. We're gonna see what the chat say.
I know y'all don't like. I know y'all don't like Chloe. But that's okay. Y'all can say Joyce need a jump shot, but Joyce just going into her sophomore year. She was the captain of the FIBA team with all them people y'all like on there. She was the boss of all them. Joyce like that. Ask Dawn. Ask Drip who Joyce is.
Man, hey, I really again. It says you're gonna have to sell me on Joyce because I'm gonna be the first to admit I don't got enough film on her. I'm gonna be the first to admit.
It's a whole season. There's plenty of film for you to go watch. You can watch.
Like I said, when we get to Joyce, I'm gonna educate myself more on her over the next couple weeks.
She got 3x3 work. She went handed out. Joyce was deployed this summer, saving USA basketball. She did 3x3 work, 5-on-5 work, wherever you needed Joyce to be. She was there. I'm gonna tell you when they say when Joyce come on the screen, what do we put in the chat? Stronger, better. When Joyce hit the screen, what do you hear? That's what you hear. When Joyce hit the screen, that's what you hear. Joyce like that. I can't wait for you to go watch the film. I can't wait for you to go watch the film.
My mission.
I can't wait. Hey, pull up in the mansion. We can watch the film together. You got time today? We can watch right now. I know I got a show in 20 minutes, but after that, whenever you're ready, we can talk Joyce. Rolls Royce, Joyce Edwards. Oh man, you better get your pen and paper out. You ain't never seen nothing like this before. Her basketball IQ off the charts.
Again, I'm gonna have to do my homework on her, man. I'm gonna have to do my homework on her.
All the sports she played.
I'm gonna have to do my homework. I don't see it. I don't see it.
You don't see it in Joyce? How you?
I don't see it. Is she athletic to you?
Joyce Edwards? Yes. Oh, absolutely. Joyce not athletic to you? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to go look at Joyce. What? Are we talking about the same Joyce Edwards?
I gotta go check her out. I gotta go check her out.
What talking about Joyce
Edwards? Hey, look. Is she better than Angel Reese?
Hold on. Yeah, she. Let me show you something about Joyce. Let me show you something.
Don't stutter.
Nah. Angel Reese and Joyce ain't even on the same. They ain't even the same type of conversation. They're not even. I told you, Joyce in that Asia conversation. See, here we go. Let me show you something.
Oh, so she better than Angel Reese.
Yeah. What? I ain't stuttering.
Wow.
What?
Hey, chat, is Joyce better than Angel Reese?
Hey, let me show y'all something about Joyce. That's all I'm gonna say about Joyce right here.
Right pocket got.
Tell me what you talking about. Tell me what you talking about Joyce. Tell me what you talking about Joyce. Tell me what you talking about Joyce. Tell me what you talking about Joyce.
Hey, Cess.
Tell me what you talking about Joyce.
Hey, Cess. She was with you. Hey, Cess. The chat was with you on Camilla. They ain't feeling the angel. They ain't feeling the angel one.
Hey, Joyce Edwards will finish college basketball better than Angel Reese. I don't care nothing about what they talking about. I don't come here for what the chat say. Yes, Joyce is better. Joyce will finish better than Angel. You don't think so? Clip it. Clip
I
it.
gotta go check it out. I gotta go check it out.
Clip it. Clip it. I want y'all clip it in the chat.
Angel Reese got a player of the year in the championship.
Oh, hers coming.
Okay.
Hers coming. Ask Drip. Y'all ask Drip. Everybody. Hey, I need everybody who think Angel's better than Joyce. Please put a 3 in the chat right now so I can get your name so we can follow back up.
Put a 3 in the chat. This is funny.
Everybody who think Angel better than Joyce, put a 3 in the chat so we can have that conversation again. Let me see the 3s in the chat. But if you think Joyce better than Angel, let me see some 5s. 3 if you think. Let me see the 3s. Let me see the 3s if you say Angel better than Joyce. Let me see the 3s. Let me see the 5s. Let's go.
She need to, hey, put them 3s. She need to get them names. Cess says she taking receipts.
I'm waiting. Where the 3s at? I see one. Okay, we all love sports. I'll be back to see you.
Kelvin put a 3. Donna got a 5, saying Joyce better.
I'll be back. I'll be back to see you. We talking about a freshman that ain't played a sophomore year yet. She ain't even played her sophomore year yet. Let's go. Joyce better than Angel to you? I don't know about Angel being Giannis. And that's not saying that Angel ain't who Angel is, but she ain't Joyce. Don say by the time Joyce get finished, she probably gonna play 1 through 5. Let's go. Where all them 3s you said were the chat? I was suspecting to see just 3s after 3s.
For real, they don't want to put their name to it.
You said the chat went crazy. I'm waiting. Where all
For real. What? Hey, Browns, Goon, where y'all at? Cess got y'all scared out here, man. Cess them, y'all done let Cess.
Where y'all 3? Where them 3s at? Where them 3s at? Where them 3s at? Where them 3s at?
Y'all some ATs, man.
Where them 3s at? Where them 3s?
Y'all some ATs, man. Y'all done let Cess poke y'all, man.
Where them 3s at, man? Let me see the 3s.
Brad's got his 3 in there.
Yeah, Brass, I'll be to see you too. Joyce will finish better than Angel.
Man, y'all done let Cess poke y'all, man. Y'all supposed to be standing on business, man. I bet not see y'all in no chat talking about Angel Reese. Y'all should be standing on business, man. Y'all scary, man.
They know what Drip say. They know what Drip say.
Mondo said no.
No, Mondo
Andre
said
said
minus
yeah.
3. Did he? Mondo said -3, and they came back with a 5+. Don't play. You see what he doing? He went -3. He wasn't playing. Yeah. Let me see it. Don't you? If you already put your 3, I got your name, Andre. You ain't got to keep putting it.
I look again. I ain't caught up on Joyce.
Hey, anybody in the chat got time to pull Joyce freshman year numbers and Angel's freshman year numbers for me? Anybody in the chat, let me know. So I just know how far she off from Angel right now.
I got the little.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know right now how much improvement she got to go.
Why this?
Because she led the team that went to go play for the national championship in scoring last year.
I can live.
I just want to know how far off she is right now. I love Angel, but Joyce upside crazy.
I could compare me. Hold on.
Yeah, let me know how far she is.
I'm gonna do year by year.
I just want to know freshman year to freshman year. She only played her freshman year. So Angel, her freshman year, and I want to know where did Angel and her team finish at, and where did Joyce and her team finish at? With Joyce being the leading scorer on the team. Let me know how their freshman years went. Let me know. I'll wait.
Let me see. It's loading right now.
I know she ain't no finished product. That's why, and she had post player you. I know what's up. She got Asia coming back working with her, Miller coming back working with her, Aaliyah coming back working with her. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. That's a 3-sport athlete right there.
Let's see. So last year, Joyce, freshman season, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 52% from the field, 77 from the free throw line, effective field goal percentage, 52%, win shares, 6.1, PER, player efficiency rating, 31.
And they finished, and they lost, and they lost. And wait, and she was the leading scorer on the team that lost in the national championship. Now tell me about Angel's year and where they finished.
Angel Reese, 10 points. 6 rebounds to Joyce's 5.
She had less points.
10 points to Joyce's
4 rebounds.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put them on 2 screens. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll put them up on 2 screens so we can get it at the same time.
So Angel 10 points, Joyce Edwards 12.7 points. Joyce Edwards basically 13 points. Joyce Edwards 5 rebounds. Angel Reese 6 rebounds. Joyce Edwards 52% from the field. Angel Reese 48% from the field. Joyce Edwards 77% from the free throw line. Angel Reese 67% from the free throw line. Effective field goal percentage for Joyce Edwards 52. For Angel Reese 47. Win shares for Joyce 6.1. Angel Reese 0.3. I mean 1.7. So 6.1 for Joyce, 1.7 for Reese. Joyce had better freshman numbers. She had better freshman numbers.
And that's not a finished product at post player U with the development around her that's coming. So yeah, again, like I said, Joyce will finish better than Angel. I rest my case. But go watch the film now.
Look again. We're gonna get to Joyce. I got to do my homework. I got to check it out, man.
Yeah,
I got to check it out, man.
Yeah. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
I got Angel. I think Angel did get injured her freshman year though, because she only started like 4 games.
Look at the film.
Let me see. Now, okay, Angel Reese played and started her entire sophomore season though. So Joyce got to score more than 13 points. Hold on, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Joyce got to score more than 18
How many points
points.
did Joyce? Okay, so she just was scoring 13.
So Angel's sophomore season.
Whoa. Let me ask this question. Does she have to score more points, or does what says whether she's better? Because like I said,
okay, let me read through the stat.
Here's the thing. Because here's the thing. Are we talking about stats? Because Joyce was the leading scorer on a team that lost in the national championship game. So is that what I want? Or do I want 18 points on a team that didn't make the Final Four or the Elite Eight? Where did Maryland go? Where did Maryland go? Angel's sophomore year. How far did Maryland go that year? Let me know. Let me know the year. Let me know the year let me know where what Maryland did. Angel's freshman and sophomore year. Where did they finish? Because Joyce played in the national championship as the leading scorer on her team.
They finished 23-9, 13th in the nation. Let's see.
And she came off the bench and was still the leading scorer. She wasn't even starting. It was the leading scorer. How many minutes did they play? How many minutes did they average their freshman and sophomore years? How many minutes Angel got on the floor to get them 18 points?
Maryland lost to Stanford in the round of 16, in the Sweet 16.
Oh, okay. How many minutes did Angel average on the floor her sophomore year and her freshman year?
Let's see.
Versus what Joyce averaged on the floor.
So Angel's freshman year, 15 points. Again, she only played in 15 games, but 15 points a game. And her sophomore season, 25 minutes a game. And then when she got to LSU, she basically averaged like 32 a game, both years.
How many minutes Joyce averaged her freshman year?
Dang, 21. Dang, she had 12 points on 21 minutes. Man, back.
I take that as a freshman. As a freshman,
yeah, as a freshman, and back. She basically had 13. It was 12.7. She basically had 13. 13 points at 21 minutes.
Like I said, now let me get all them threes in the chat. Let me get all them threes in the chat so we can follow back up.
I'm gonna have to watch her film, man. I'm gonna have to check her out.
Let me get all them threes in the chat. Yeah, you check Joyce.
Hey, Cess, they saying Joyce had a stacked team, so.
But either we stacked her or Dawn can't win because she ain't got a big. Y'all got to make y'all mind up. Either we a stacked team or we ain't nothing. Y'all go back and forth with it. Either way it go, as stacked up as it was, she was the leading scorer on it. She will finish better than Angel in college. When Angel won her chip, was that a stacked team? What was that?
What, the LSU team?
Yeah, what they call that? Was that a stacked team?
Not really.
Just Angel.
Let's not. Now, hold on. I'm an LSU fan, so I'm gonna give you the real. Some people came to LSU when Angel got there. I'm an LSU fan, so I watched a lot. I watched them the whole time. They were pretty good players. They just needed a leader.
Oh. Sound like y'all same problem right now.
Yeah. LSU has always had talent, going all the way back to Simone.
I'm not moving no goalposts. I said Joyce will finish Better than
Yeah,
Angel.
so let's not do that now.
Y'all went,
Let's not go overboard.
y'all went to stack team and all of that. I just said, what's the numbers? Where they at? I'm still betting on this one right here. That's not to say that Angel ain't special, but Joyce something different.
There was some good players. They had never played together.
Here's the thing.
You didn't know how good they were going to be. Angel
now
had transferred. She didn't win nothing at Maryland. So
okay,
like now, they had circumstances. Okay, they were talented players. Cess. It's just that
you had a talented team. You had a talented team, but it wasn't stacked, right? So y'all tell me the Raven ain't shit.
Yeah, it was a talented team. It was a talented team.
Breast, tell me how I move the goalpost so I can address that. So y'all tell me we got a stacked team, but then y'all tell me Raven can't score, right? Then y'all say Chloe ain't shit. Y'all said we didn't have no. Y'all said we didn't have no bigs. Y'all didn't have no respect for Fagan. Y'all said Bree Hall wasn't shit. Y'all said we didn't have no 6'7". All we had was late. So we a stacked team or not?
Now I do think Chloe overrated. Now.
Are we a stacked team or not? Because stacked means y'all just said that y'all had 9 players and y'all wasn't a stacked team. So tell me 10 or 11 players that y'all respect, because I just named 5 off the team that y'all said wasn't shit. So are we a stacked team or not? Help me understand. I'm here for it.
I do think Chloe overrated. There are people that say Raven Johnson isn't a WNBA talent. So I'll give you that.
Y'all say Bree Hall. Y'all said Bree Hall didn't. Y'all said Bree didn't deserve to get drafted. Fagan didn't deserve to be in the league. Pow didn't deserve to be in the league. But now we a stacked team. Y'all gotta make y'all mind up. But we moving the goalposts. I'm waiting. Brass. How I move the goalposts? I'm waiting. I didn't specifically say you, Brass. I'm talking about in general. Hey, when I'm talking to you, I'm gonna say, hey, Brass, you said they wasn't shit. I said y'all said. See, don't get the feeling tender about shit now. When I'm talking about real facts now, don't get tender. Let's talk about it for real. Y'all said we a stacked up team. Y'all said we was a stacked up team. Tell me where we stacked up, because I just named all the players that y'all said wasn't shit. So tell me where we stacked up at. See, y'all gotta make your mind up. See, we keep receipts around here. Waiting on stacking.
Hey, I ain't gonna let nobody poo-poo my LSU team though.
Where the stacking at?
Hey, this one thing I won't do. This one thing I will never do. Like,
where that stacking at?
Even when it comes to Asia, people will tell you, even when it comes to Asia, I give Dana, Dana Evans isn't no world beater, but I give Dana Evans her props. I'm not gonna put down Dana Evans to uplift Asia Wilson. LSU has some talented players on that team. Would they stack that South Carolina? No, I don't think. I would choose South Carolina roster over LSU roster from that year. I would choose South Carolina roster, but I'm not going. Again, man, Angel was the difference maker that team needed. Again, Angel. The only thing Angel had won before she got to LSU was the Big Ten title, or whatever. So nobody that came to LSU that year had won anything. Like, people got Cess. A lot of people don't know how the voting system works as far as the rankings go. You need a top player. Your coach has to be somebody. Your strength of schedule means something. The playmakers, the shooting on your team means something to the evaluation, what the players had accomplished. None of those players that came to LSU that year had accomplished anything at a grand scale, right? Like national champion, none of them had been in the big game. So if you got no player that's going to be in the big game, the polls aren't going to put you in the top 10. Nobody on your team had been in the big game besides your head coach. So why would you go to the top?
And then the game start. And then the game
start, and now you got to go play basketball.
Right, and then that's when the rankings start mattering. Remember, we started.
So I don't really buy it. I don't really buy into the poll hypes. I don't
And
really
then,
buy into the poll hype.
as far as whether Angel's Maryland team was better than Joyce's, apparently y'all said our team wasn't shit. I don't know who Angel played with. None of that. Who Angel played with at Maryland, LSU, any of that doesn't matter to me. I'm talking about skill set. Angel's motor, crazy. Angel, special. Joyce, special. Joyce will finish with a better college career than Angel. That's that. Clip it. That's where I'm at with it. Go watch the film. Y'all see it. Like Drip said, 1 through 5. She scary y'all. Y'all know it. Y'all ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing at LSU to deal with Joyce. Nothing.
Again, I'm not familiar with Joyce's game. I gotta go watch her game. Look, I'm an Angel fan, so I think
me too.
Angels.
Me too.
I think Angel's better than her because I haven't. But I'm speaking from a one-sided perspective. So
I'm an Angel fan.
I don't want nobody to.
I'm an Angel fan too, but I also understand Angel's limitations, and I also understand that Angel probably would be a even more special player if she didn't have the rod in her leg and if she didn't have the pin in her foot. So I understand where Angel could be, where she's at, and where she finished, and where she's going, and where I see this kid's talent at. I see it different. We'll see though. I told y'all, clip it. All the threes. I'll be back to see y'all. I'll be back to see y'all. We looked at the freshman numbers.
I don't want nobody to take my opinion as law.
You keep saying refund. Refund for what? You put in a 3. Like I said, if I got to come back and say I was wrong, I don't mind that. But I don't know what the fuck the refund shit is. I'm not getting that part. I really ain't getting the refund shit part.
Again, Cess, I don't want nobody in the chat to take my opinion as law because I'm not up to date on Joyce Edwards' game. So don't take my opinion as
no, they should be voting on. They should be voting on what their opinion is. They watch.
Yeah.
Are you gonna answer the question? Is we stacked or not? That's what the chat asking you. Stacked or not? Zoe?
Oh, you asking me that?
That's what the chat. That's what KB saying. Is you gonna answer the damn question? Stacked or not? Talking about SC.
Why would I have to answer that question?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, KB, you got the wrong person, KB. Cess wasn't fussing with me. She was. I didn't talk about South Carolina roster. She was talking to the chat. Why do I gotta answer that question? She didn't even ask me that. She was talking to the chat.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's what I said, Brass. I don't know if Angel's Maryland team was better. I didn't watch it like that. That's what I told you. I don't know. I'm not basing what I'm saying about Joyce or Angel off of who was around them. I'm basing it off what I think about their skill set is. That's what I said. So when I said that folks is telling me that we ain't shit, that's what I was talking about when I said I wasn't talking to you. So that's what I'm talking about. And I didn't repeat no lie. I said that folks are saying SC ain't shit. I didn't say Brash, you said SC wasn't shit. But I ain't gonna go back and forth with you about it. Like I said, don't get tender about it. Hit dogs, holler back at me when she finished, and we'll see where she at. That's where I'm at with it. I'm gonna stand on business with it. Don't get tender and moist about it. Pull back up. soon as it's over, pull up. If I got to say my bad, I will. If I got to say my bad, I will. But don't make me come looking for you at the end of the goddamn season either. Because like I said, this one played for a national championship as a freshman. What did Angel do? As the leading scorer on a team that lost in the national championship game. So, yeah, I'm betting on her. So, what we talking about? What
KB, if that's what you asking, KB? No, I don't think no LSU team. LSU has never put together a better roster than South Carolina. Well, in the Dawn Staley era. In the Dawn Staley era, LSU has never put together a better roster than South Carolina. If that's what you asking, KB, and I'm an LSU fan, and I'll tell you that LSU has never put together a better roster.
What y'all got? Y'all got the number 1 recruiting class in the nation this year, don't y'all?
Yeah.
What you grade your roster with the number 1 recruiting class in the nation? What you grade your roster?
I gotta see what they look on paper. This is probably LSU's best recruiting class in Dawn Staley's era. In the Dawn Staley era that Kim has put together in this era, this South Carolina era, this is probably the best recruiting class. Because remember that Angel team, there was a lot of transfers.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But listen, you got to recruit out the portal too. You got all of that shit's recruiting to me. But y'all, the number one recruiting class in the nation. How do you rank the overall roster?
Because
they say y'all got the best backcourt in the nation.
Who said that? Who said that?
I forget who I seen posted that. Best backcourt in the nation. Y'all remember who I showed said that? I want to say it was on.
I think we got a top 5. I think we got a top 5.
Backcourt, right? Overall roster.
Yeah.
Where you at? Where you at?
Overall roster. I think South Carolina roster is still better. I think UCLA roster is better. JuJu's not at USC. I think Ole Miss has a scary roster.
UConn roster.
UConn. LSU in that mix somewhere. LSU was in that mix with UConn.
What about Tennessee? What about Tennessee roster? You think y'all in the mix with Tennessee?
They right outside of LSU's. Tennessee.
Wait. You said you think LSU and UConn roster kind of right in the same mix?
No, I'm talking about like that little top 5 mix, like LSU, UConn. I don't have the order. I would have to really look at the rosters. I don't have that order, but I think like LSU, UConn, UCLA, Texas, South Carolina, like they all in that little pot together as like top rosters.
I don't know if I got y'all in the top 5.
Really?
I don't know if I got y'all in the top.
Nah, you can't. What's your top 5?
I don't know if I got y'all in the top 5. I gotta look at this Tennessee.
Nah. LSU got a top 5 roster.
I gotta look. Y'all got a top 5 core 3. I don't believe in the rest of y'all roster like that.
No, we got a top 5 roster. LSU got a top 5 roster.
You can't tell me who the leader is or who gonna be in the post.
MK our leader.
Oh, okay.
MK our leader.
Oh, okay. That didn't make me go, oh yeah, now y'all got a top 5.
Yeah, MK.
I don't believe y'all top 5 that good in defense either. But we gonna see. But like when I look at Tennessee, when I look at Ole Miss, when I think about UConn, when I think about South Carolina, them rosters stacked up to me. I don't know. You know, y'all got a core 3. Like I said, the rest of them got to prove something to me. The rest of them got to prove it. Y'all got Lay, y'all got MK, y'all got Flage. They all good for 20.
I'll say this though. Cess. Anybody in the chat play college ball? I just put a 1 in the chat if you play college ball. Put a 1 in the chat. Because I'm about to say something. I think people get roster construction wrong. Like college versus professional sports.
Okay.
Put a 1 in the chat if you play college ball.
Tell us why LSU's roster construction is right.
Okay. Hoop fan played college ball. Mancha Latte 1 played college ball. Goon played college ball.
Mocha Latte 1, yeah. Tell us why LSU's roster is right.
So I'm gonna say this though. The who got the better roster works better at the next level than it does in college, because it's more about the structure and the system over the roster sometimes. Like,
okay, so tell me about y'all structure and system.
If you're a top team,
to hear this.
like we're not talking about the Division 1, the Division 2 schools. We're not talking about the lower grade schools that don't got no grant money, that can't get a top 5 player in the country every year. We're talking about your blue bloods, right? Your LSUs, your UConns, UCLAs, SCs, Notre Dames. When it comes to the roster, it's overrated.
Tell me about y'all system. So tell me about y'all system and structure. Tell me about Kim's system.
Kim's system is to make you play. Kim has I want to get the best out of what you do well if it fits my system. Like Kim has a slow developing. She runs a methodical, slow developing scoring offense. It's not quick. You're not about to get a quick bucket. You got to work through a few progressions. You got to get to the screen. Then you got to get to the curler. Then you got to get to the flasher. And if the flasher not there, we kick it to the corner for a 3, or we kick it back outside and we do it again. Like, I mean, and this is why I disagree with. This is why I say that, Cess. I just want to answer your question before I lose my train of thought. This is why I say when it gets to your blue bloods, the roster isn't as big of a deal as people make it. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you get to the next level, if you're the number 3 player in the country, depending on the system, you're better than number 1. If you're number 10 in the country, let's say Kim Mulkey went get the number 5 player in the country. Depending on her system and how they fit, Notre Dame's number 9 player in the country will probably be a better college player than they are. Their impact on that Notre Dame team will probably be higher. That's why I say when you get to your blue bloods, the coaching matters more than anything because you're really getting the same talent. It depends on the coaching. All of those players are capable of giving you 15. All of those players are capable of giving you 10 rebounds or 6 assists. Once those players get to those programs, it really boils down to the coaching and how they make those pieces fit. I'm gonna make my point, Cess. Look at that Kentucky team that Colin Perry put together with Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Teague, the Twins. That team could not beat that Wisconsin team in the finals. Did all of that winning during the regular season?
You're right.
Again, when you get to those blue bloods, it really takes everything to work together. Like people make a big deal out of the roster builds. That only works when you're playing like a Kansas State. They ain't about to get no top 10 players in the country every other year. That whole roster is better works against them. It don't work when you get to the blue bloods.
So tell me why Mulkey hasn't been successful against South Carolina since she got there.
It hasn't been because of roster, because I feel like some of those LSU teams could have beat some of them South Carolina teams. They were talented enough to beat them.
But
it's coaching. Dawn Staley gets her players ready to play big games and one don't. And that's fine.
That's not fine. It's not fine for your coach not to get you ready for a big game, Prince.
That's not fine, sir. That's one thing for her to say, I don't get you ready for the WNBA, but I'm not gonna get you ready for a big game in college. She got to get him ready for the big game in college. Mulkey's system relies on natural talent ran ragged. Oh God.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
how deep is Kim going in the bench this year? She gonna play 7 players.
We're going 8 deep. Hey, we going 8 deep to the SEC tournament. Then we gonna go 7.
And then what?
No, we gonna go 9 deep. We gonna go 9 deep until the SEC tournament, and then Kim gonna play the best 7.
You think you got 9 ready to play right now? Okay.
She gonna have to play them. She gonna have to play them.
Didn't you say that last year about Kim? She gonna have to play them.
We gonna have to play. We gonna have to go 9 deep, and then play the best 7. We got to. We got some young players. We got to see what they about. We got to see, because these young girls, they coming ready. So Kim gotta make her play style a little more flexible. She gotta open up the floor a little bit more. She gotta run some back doors. Like, she gotta get these girls on the move, man.
Tell me this: how many players y'all lose to the portal at the end of the season?
At the end of this season,
Coming up, how many do you think leave?
Phew. Maybe 2. No, 3. 3. I think Gilbert's going. I think one of our new freshmen are probably gonna leave.
I thought 4 or 5.
You got 4 or 5?
That's what I thought. It's not fine to be ready. It's not. He don't believe that. He ain't gonna make me believe it's fine for her not to get her players ready. He can't even say that shit with a straight face. Look at him. Look at him. Don't let Prince fool y'all. Don't let Prince fool y'all. He up here fooling right now. He up here fooling. I don't know if it's time for his lunch or what. He up here fooling. Don't buy this madness. He trying to sell y'all. Hey, ain't this Gilbert last year? I thought Gilbert should have left last year for real, Prince, for real.
That's not last year?
Been out. When y'all brought Lay in, I thought Gilbert should have left.
Hey, Cess, that's how you know KB. Shout out to KB for the super chat. That's how you know KB is new to me, because he believed that.
Yeah. KB, don't buy into this foolishness that he up here trying to sell. Don't buy into this foolishness. He know better. He know. He just told y'all he played pro. He know. That's fine. He tried to really sell it. It's fine. It's okay. No, it's not. It's not. I can't wait till February 14th.
Look, man. Look, LSU gonna be back in the Elite 8, and we'll go from there.
Well, Kim said you got to get her to the Final Four, and then she get you a chip. So
again, when we get to the Elite 8, Kim got to start coaching, man.
Well, that's between you and Kim now.
Hey, we got enough talent to get us to the Elite 8. After that, it's on Kim. After that, it's on Kim, man. I'm sorry, man. We got enough talent for Wale, Floyd J, MK, Caval. We got our freshmen. We got enough talent, man. After that, it's on Kim, man. It's on Kim, man. It's on Kim, man. We got enough, man. It's on Kim. After that, look, I'm tired of playing with Kim. Hey, look, man. I'm tired of playing with Kim, man. We won championship before Kim got here. Look, Kim be moving like she brought us back from the dead.
Y'all don't have a championship.
If you're an LSU fan, I need you to stop.
Wait.
Y'all be letting Kim do too much, man.
What women's basketball championship did y'all have before Kim got there?
Hey, man, y'all be letting Kim do too much, man.
No. Which championship did y'all have before Kim got there?
Y'all be letting Kim
do
too much, man.
Fans go, they want to talk about football and baseball and stuff now. We ain't talking about that now. I said, what women's chip did y'all have before Kim got there?
I'm talking about just as a whole, Cess, as a whole. Some people be acting like Kim brought LSU back from the dead. Like I didn't say the women back. I'm talking about like
you said
LSU. Like you letting Kim walk around like she got a statue outside. Like, come on, man.
But what is that? What is that about? Why y'all let Kim in your house like that?
Hey, come on, man.
Why y'all let Kim in the house like that? Running the yard.
She got to do a little better, man. She got to give me more. Look, I appreciate the number one. We just got the number one recruiting class. Look, man, that recruiting thing she be doing, that only gonna get you so far. Ask Les Miles. Ask Les Miles. It only gonna get you so far. You keep bringing in the number one receiver, that only gonna get you so far. That only gonna get you so far. Ask Orion. That's only gonna get you so far. Look, that one championship. This is LSU, man. Look. We had 3 head coaches win 1 championship, but we got them up out of y'all 2 years later. We don't do that, man. We don't do that, man. We got too much all money down here. Too much all money, man. Too much. Hey, we got too much cotton field and all money down here, man. We don't do that, man. We'll do that, man. She got to produce this year. All them little TikToks she's doing with Floyd J, she got to produce, man. She can't keep coming back year after year because she's getting the number one recruiting class.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so this is a hot take right here. I need to know. Is Kim officially on the hot seat as far as you're concerned?
She gotta be. Come on, man.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Cess, we got the #1 recruiting class. You don't think we put money behind it? You think they can because they like Kim?
Oh, I know it's NIL. I know it's NIL issue. I know it's NIL
You think
issue.
Florida is at LSU because she like Kim?
NIL issue. I told you why.
You think Fuwale left South Carolina because she like Kim?
It's the brand.
Come on, man. We got too much brand riding on this, man.
So
here go people. Cess, we gotta stop. Stop this, Cess. I hate when people do this in sports. They don't want to get rid of somebody because they not smart enough to think about the next head coach. Let me tell you something. Nobody knew who Dawn Staley was going to be before she came Dawn Staley. Nobody knew Gino was going to be Gino. Nobody knew Kim was going to be Kim. Cess, ain't this the AD job to go find the next best coach? Why we keep doing it in national?
So let me ask you this.
Too much. We always say, who you going to replace him with? Who the hell was Kim before she became Kim?
So do you want Simone?
Do you want Simone?
Let's
Are
see
you
what
ready for the Simone Justice era? Okay.
I just don't like when people do that, Cess. They don't want to put on their thinking cap. They always want to resort to who you going to replace him with. Who was Kim before she started winning championships? Who was Pat Summitt before she won her first championship? Who was Gino before he won his first championship? Who was nobody knew Dawn Staley was going to turn SC into what they were. Tell me I'm lying, Cess.
No, you're not lying. You're not. Until
people
you do
that. They do that semantics. Who you going to replace them with? I hate when people do that. They do that semantics. Man, put on your thinking hat, go find a coach. Come on, man. We got all field money. We got cotton field money. We got sugarcane money. What you mean, who you going to replace her with? I don't care if you're going to get the volleyball coach. Stop doing that, man.
You can't get no volleyball coach. Now, you got to have a real coach coming in there now. You can't get no volleyball coach. Now, they say Kim is not who you want her to be. KB say Kim ain't who you want her to be. Okay, so listen. You need Kim to do better, but you believe Kim can get you to a natty this year?
Kim gotta get us to the Final Four. At least. And then let's see what the freshman class from this year looks like next year. But we got to get to the Final Four at least, Cess.
Does Kim need to win the SEC tournament? The SEC tournament? Does she need to win that?
If she doesn't get to the Final Four, if she loses in the Elite Eight again, she gotta come out of this season with the SEC tournament. She can't. This is what Kim can't do. Kim cannot come out of this season with losing the SEC tournament and not making it to the Final Four. Just saying. We got to stop doing this, man. We making all these excuses, man.
I just wanted to talk to an LSU fan. This is an LSU fan right here.
Come on, man. Look, man. I get tired of walking out there reading with my head down. We got to do better, man.
Okay.
And Cess, time out, Cess. Time out.
Okay,
Flag on the play.
What you got?
Help me. Stop me when I'm wrong. I thought Blue Bloods go get the best coaches and pay them top dollar to beat the best teams, not have good records.
This is correct.
So is this the year that LSU beats SC? Does Kim? Do y'all beat us in the PMAC this year?
We got to. Like, what do we pay for?
No. We got to. Like, in your heart of hearts, when you think about that game on February 14th, do you see yourself walking out head down, or you really like, hey, this year we put it together? I looked at SC roster, they ain't ready for us.
I'm just saying, Cess. Come on, man. Cess. You just mentioned football. You go hire, Alabama hires their head coach to win championships and beat LSU and Auburn. Nothing else, Cess. I don't care if you beat Appalachian State. We hired you to win championships and beat LSU and Auburn.
That's why Khaki Pants was at Michigan to beat Ohio State. You better beat Ohio State, Khaki Pants.
That's all it is.
Ohio State and Michigan State. You got to check them boxes, baby. You got to check them boxes,
Come
big
on,
dude.
man. Come on. What are you doing, Cess? What is Kim here for? Kim is one of the highest paid coaches in college basketball, not to win regular season games, to win SEC tournaments, beat South Carolina, beat Texas, beat Tennessee, and win championships. If she's not doing those things, why is she here?
She get a lot of love
Come on,
down
man.
there.
What are we doing,
That's
man?
what I want to understand. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I want to understand how she stays.
What are we doing, man? What are we doing here, man?
I want to know. I
we're
want to know.
doing
I want to know
semantics.
why aren't y'all more
semantics,
critical?
man.
Why aren't y'all more critical of Kim? That's what I want to know.
We're doing semantics at this point. We're doing semantics, man. Come on, man.
Well, I'm glad. Here's the thing. I appreciate your honesty in saying, hey, if she don't get it done this year, she's on the hot seat. Whether you extended your deal or whatever, you got to prepare your team. Like you said, to beat top teams. This is what they're here for. You're here to beat South Carolina. You're here to beat the UCLAs, the UConns, the Southern Cals of the world. If we ain't doing that, what are we doing? Win the SEC tournament? That's why I was surprised when she was like, I'm not even here to win the SEC tournament. I don't care nothing about that. I want to host the first 2 games. So that was surprising, but this year we're gonna see. It's a lot we watching. We watching Joyce to see how she progressed. We watching Kim. We're gonna be talking with Prince. He a real LSU fan. He keep it real. So we're gonna keep it a buck.
We gotta stop this, man. We gotta stop these semantics, man. Kim is in the upper echelon payroll for a reason, not to win 18 games a season.
You definitely shouldn't be losing 4 and 5 games in the SEC. I'm just saying, you definitely shouldn't be losing.
Come on, man. What we doing? What we doing here? See, women's basketball. Let me say this: I'm glad it's getting more eyes on women's basketball over the years, because now people are starting to realize how many coaches be staying just because. Man, what do we in football? If you want to beat these certain teams and you don't win this certain tournament, you ain't here no more. That booster, your $50 million left on your contract, that booster is about to buy that out. Ask Orion at LSU. Ask Les Miles at LSU. Ask Kirby Smart.
Said they headed for a buyout.
Ask Fisher. Ask Dabo, who going through it at Clemson. They trying to get him out. They trying to buy that contract out. Man, you at Clemson, you here to be Louisville, win the ACC, beat Florida State, and win championships. Them 3 things need to happen. If they don't have, I don't care if you win 9 games. If you ain't in the playoffs, if you ain't one of them 12 teams, we got to get you up out of here. I don't care how many championships you won in the past. Come on, man.
I'm with it. Let's see. I'm with it. Hey, y'all, this has been. I don't
be playing them games. I don't get up here and do no semantics, Cess. I don't do semantics.
No. We know you don't do no semantics. We don't even usually get Prince up here this long. Look, he's starting to really tell the truth up here. He already gonna get a text message up here fooling with us earlier. So we gonna let him get out of here. What you got up for the rest of the day?
Rest of the day, I probably chill rest of the day. I might do a What Are We Doing episode if I find time. But football on tonight, I might chill, drink some whiskey, and watch football. Yeah, that's what tomorrow we going up for the Aces game though, closing out, But other than that, man, I probably chill. Absolutely. Yeah, get the brooms out, get my cigars, my whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Do a watch party, bring my chair out. I ain't been in my chair in a long time, Cess. I've been at my desk. Tomorrow I might bring the chair out, might bring the chair out,
Bring the chair out. Bring the chair out. You deserve to get in the chair. You deserve to get in the chair for sure. You deserve to get in the chair, man. This was a great conversation. It started with JuJu. We're gonna bring it back around to JuJu again. This is gonna be one of the greatest talents for us to be able to watch going forward. Wishing her a speedy and healthy recovery, whether that's dribbling another basketball for USC Trojans or stepping into the WNBA. It's only the beginning for this lady, man. It's up from here. Excited to see where she goes. So we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. If you did not hit the like and the share on the way in, hit the like and the share on the way out. Make sure y'all are following iamzomedia and Cess Talk Sports on all platforms. So I appreciate you. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. Talk soon.
We on the arc. Hey. Ain't no way to stop when we lock them down. Get that ball, pass it to me, then we rock them now. Holding trophies to crown, on the throne, no playing around. Get that ball, I be shooting, then I'm knocking them down. Princess Cess on a mission, one go, we gon' get it. We taking over the game, all gas, no breaks, you tripping. Duck on them, no assistance, all this heat in my kitchen. You should know that.